Halo Emrio, thank you jadi member, sorry. Hai. Waduh. Guys, good news. Aku boleh nonton ternyata, tapi nggak tahu ya, gue udah daftar sih. Jadi emang daftar dulu. Katanya sih udah boleh nonton, katanya. Ya katanya. Kita cek, apakah lagu-lagunya copyright? Kalau lagunya copyright, ya udah mau nggak mau lah ya. Gimana lagi ya? Hai. Ya kita bisa nonton tourney TFT Vegas. Masih jalan kan ini? Masih tuh 1.300 yang nonton. Kita restream ya nanti ya. Di lewat Twitch atau YouTube enaknya ya. Ini emang streamnya di Twitch atau YouTube sih? TFT ada history video nggak? Nggak ada untuk sekarang, sayang sekali ya. Let's go. Sampai jam berapa ya ini ya? TFT-nya ya? Kelihatannya sih sampai subuh ya. Jadi kita bisa main dulu nggak sih? Apakah gue bisa plat 2 hari ini? Susah sih. Top comms tuh. Pakai dah tuh commsnya tuh. Yang stream tadi mana? Oi, yang tadi streamnya dirahasiakan. Aduh. Kenapa emang? Ada apa? Super Mondo nggak lanjut. Pasti lanjut kok. Baru mau nonton, wah telat kamu. Namanya aja live streaming ya. Pemanasan dulu yuk. Apakah aku akan minus? Boleh ikutan? Boleh. Cuman ya gitu try hard ya. Kalau lu separty sama gue jangan nabrak sinerginya anjir. Ya sebisa mungkin jangan nabrak. Stuck di platinum. Emang udah sweet spot gue kayaknya. Gue gak bisa lebih dari ini kayaknya. Baru balik ke gold ya, bisa gold plat boleh, emerald enggak dulu deh kalau emerald ya. Ntar boleh nonton kita, maksudnya sih nonton, nanti gue cek malam-malam ya, malam pagi nanti kita coba tes nonton. Silver nggak bisa main. Kalau nggak salah maksimal 1 rank doang deh, silver 3 gitu, coba deh. Gue nggak tau, kayaknya tetap nggak bisa sih silver. Ini oh Ini Big Game Riot. Iya, ini judulnya adalah Bear Friends Mochi dari Sessions Star Guardian. Album Sessions yang Star Guardian. True Damage kayak lagi sering dipakai ya. Gue belum pernah main True Damage sih karena gue nggak pernah ambil Yanto. Gue mau coba Yono juga sih, belum pernah juga sih carry Yono. Wah. Incar yang apa kali ini? Incar menang, incar good game. Udah pernah nyobain 8-bit? Udah, gue udah kemarin nyobain 8-bit. Beberapa kali gue nyobain 8-bit and it's good. Tapi 8-bit carry Riven ya. Kalau Caitlyn belum. Oh. Tidak mau multi talent. Aku belum sepro itu. Jangan bentrok gue ya sinerginya ya. Bisa mungkin. EDM carry Zack OP banget. Wah, belum pernah coba juga aku EDM. Tidak berani. Berapa feel-nya feel. Executioner udah pernah itu. Yang belum berhasil tuh cuman Disco Dazzler sama Hardstyle dan EDM. Tuh diskotek gue aja nggak pernah berhasil cuy. Pokoknya yang gue sadar ya, depan lo harus kuat banget. Geragas lo harus bener anjir. Waduh.
Big egos fall the hardest.
Masa iya harus hardstyle? Oke sih bang. Hardstyle carry-nya siapa ya? Kalau boleh tahu guys, ada yang tahu nggak? Gue coba. Ya setnya gua jual lagi anjing. Kalah gue. Aphelios. Gue jual lagi tadi setnya, lupa gue anjing. Ada guide-nya nggak ya? Recom. Nying, udah mau berubah. Ini siapa carry-nya nih? Gue nggak pernah pakai hardstyle. Aduh, gue nyoba di ranked lagi. Bodoh. Carry siapa? Aphelios? Yone. Gue cari Yone sekarang kah? Kisante 3 bisa jadiin semi carry. Headliner Kisante. Headlinernya Kisante. Ezreal nih, gue ada nih guide orang.
Music brings us to life. That's worth fighting for.
Harusnya headliner Yoni Ezreal, Kisante semi carry, Yono BT Titan HOJ. Tetitan naon sih? Ini Israel ya. Recall me a comp. By Aufman. Israel. Nyalain background belakangan. Seth, Yone, Israel. Jadi gue kayak gini aja. Gue stay nih. Yone aja, Yone. Kita jual ke santai berarti. Sentinel 4, Morde, Eko, Beceng. Morde, Eko. Aduh, Lilian nih susah anjing. Teman apa aja yang butuh guys? Morde itu. Well, ada Yono sih. Wow. Diambil semua. Wah. Serius, bintang 3 gak nih? Bintang 3 gak nih? Atau gue jadiin? Kisantenya?
Clash with me.
Udah lah ya. Kasih apa ya kisantenya biar tebel ya? Bramble Fest. Kagak tebel anjing. Jangan takut jual. Tapi kisantenya sayang.
Fear not, I'm coming.
Sayang nggak sih? Dia attack tank cuy. Kok chest gue 0 sih? Mau ngapa Is? Nanti aja deh Is. Besok aja deh gue telepon ya. Atau sekarang aja ya. Oke, gue telepon Ais ya. I'm back. Sampai mana nih gue? Gue harus ngapain sih nih? Gue nyari Yono ya? Kasih apa biar kisantai gue tebel ya? Ya ampun. Ngereng, iya ngereng nih. Yono, Ezreal Yono. Ini gue nggak boleh reroll. Gue fast 7 kah? Fast 7 kah? Atau gimana nih? Kasih normal item tank, Warmog DLL dijual juga, tapi pelan-pelan transferring ke 8. Oke. Jadi gue nggak reroll. Gue fast 8 nih. Nih gue dapat augment nih. Keep gain Sante and Aphelios. Simpan. Fast 8. Curiga nih gue. Aphelios boleh pegang itemnya Ezreal dulu kah? Atau gimana nih? Harus 5 sih. Guinso ya, Guinso. Ezreal bawa apa sih? IE boleh, IE nih gua kasih. IE. Atau lifesteal buat siapa? Kalau sekarang mau kasih Blatter ke kayaknya bisa. Oh. Hah? Kasih Blatters ke Kisante? Ancient Brother.
Let the screams begin.
Oh, ini menang mulu nih. Blattersnya Blatters atau IE? Bang, kenapa nggak main Magic Chess? Nggak ada, game apa tuh Magic Chess anjir? Wah, Aphelios nih. Jarot. Jadi pas level 9 gue baru rombak nih. Rombak jadi apa gue juga nggak tahu nih ya. Keren sih. Kita coba AZ ya, AZ. IE yang penting butuh buat AZ kan. I need tank, armor. Nah, rope juga boleh. Ada yang bagus nih. Shoot, gue gak tahu ambil apa. Ya ampun, ini gimana nih? Cuk, gue udah level 7. Anjir, tebel juga nih setelah dilihat-lihat kisantenya. Gue kira nggak tebel tadi. Guys, bantu gue udah mulai kebingungan nih. Gua nggak boleh reroll kah untuk naikin beberapa level karakter gue ini. Like, duit gue sih cukup banyak ya. pas 8 nih. Gue udah bisa 8 nih sekarang. Gue 8 ngapain? Di 8 gue ngapain di 8? Gue nyari Ezreal gitu. Ini udah 8 nih. Main high value. Cuy, dia ada Viego anjir. Di 8 nyari cost 5. Cuy, gue udah mulai kalah. Udah gold kah lu? Oh.
Fear not, I'm coming.
Gue gak pernah main kayak gini anjir. Gue boleh naik level sekarang? Ya. Gue boleh naik level sekarang?
How should I proceed?
EA gue 2 nih. Isi hard steel 1 dulu. Oh ya, siapa? Yone aja nggak ketemu tadi. Yone dulu ya. Fast 9 nih, Fast 9. Mati gue aja. Gue nyari Yone nih. Ezi Yone Kane.
Come on, you. Let's dance. Jaw dropping, I know.
Satu aja.
How about a serenade?
Nih. Nggak tahu naruh apa gue, ya. Prevent buat apa? Tahu tadi gue masukin. Kiana gue kasih IE buat apa anjing? Oh, sebenarnya. IE gue boleh gue kasih ke Ezi nggak? Kira-kira. Atau nanti aja.
Come at me.
Oh. Gue diam nih, tahan nih, ya. Fast 9. Kasih Kiana BT-nya dulu aja. Kiana pentalin, tung. Cuy, dia ada Yorick, jir. Easy nggak ada damage. Mantap, Easy bunuh situ. Ya kena stun aja. Fast 9, cari headliner. Kita ambil siapa? Kiana, Lucian. Kita bisa Titan Resolve. Dang. Easy diambil juga. Health. Aduh.
Such bravado.
Bisa item Kiana bagus juga. KSS Quicksilver. Kasih. Kita ikutin Coach Yan. Ini Kiana gua gak ada carry-nya nih. Talin. Tung. Sakit juga lo. Ini sakit amat Kiananya. Itu itemnya nggak diambil. Oh, gue yang dapat. Oh, gue dapat item. Dari mana ini? Anjir. Kok bisa drop item sih? Pasif Kiana. After simple remix, copy create one permanent. Eko gua harus megang. Eko pegang deh. Biar ada true damage dikit. Tung. Anjir, Kiana kuat amat ini. Gua nggak pernah punya Kiana sekuat ini. Ya mati anjing. Baru bilang. Right. Gua kira itemnya pasifnya dia ngelempar ke orang lain. Anjir.
Man,
get off my stage. Oh. Morello. Ganti apa ya? Ini lulunya boleh kan? Tapi lulunya cukup mengganggu sih. Di duit berapa gue bisa fast 9? Anjir, fast 9. Headliner Kiana oke. Headliner Kiana kan bagus. Gue nggak pernah punya headliner ini sama sekali sih. Oh.
Rejoice! You are now part of the legend of Kiana.
Gue nggak tahu pilih apa tapi just pick something. Ini gue boleh ke 9 nggak? Ada Sojin ya, Sojin nih. Sojin. Ada Morello, Guinso. Bisa Giant Slayer juga bisa, apa Easy-nya juga masih butut. Terus bintang 5 gue nyari siapa? Siapa aja gitu. Ini bintang 5 gue kasih. Buset pentalinnya. Tung. Dikasih Haoja aja dekonya. Woi. Oh, gue dapet item lagi. Nyari Heart Steel 7 nggak bi? Yone sama Kane.
Impatient? I'm not impatient.
Ini banyak banget. Oh! Ada Kiana, guys. Nah. Come on, Zeke. Zeke the nerve. Anjing kalah gue. Oh no. Kok gue jual sih?
I suppose they will make me do this the hard way.
Tank gue siapa? Tank gue siapa? Cuma ada tank. Oh, gue roll ya? Oke, gue roll abis ini. Item gue baik banget, gimana nih? Oh my god. Dia ada Kiana juga itu. Kita roll. Ini ada Last Whisper, ada Sojin. True Damage, Sojin. Kita bisa ambil Sojin lagi sini kayaknya. Nah, yellow-nya pasti diambil anjir. Sojin Zik boleh nggak?
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this?
No problems here.
Well, why am I rolling again? Zeke harus ganti kah? Oh, I got something. Ganti Jin nggak sih?
Do you hear that? It is the end.
Fine. Boleh kasih Titan Resolve nggak? Boleh kasih Titan Resolve nggak ke Yorick? Mati Yoricknya.
Final scene. Prepare your finale.
Anjir.
Okay, just a little bit of thunderous acclaim.
Apa nih? Oh, berak reforger semua. Tulul. Yorik, kamu pakai warmok.
How about a serenade?
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this.
Jangan, mana nggak gunanya.
Rejoice! You are now part of the legend of Kiana.
Let's give him a show.
Oh sumpah. Lu ambil ini. Lu ambil Ezi butuh sesuatu nih. Ezi butuh apa ya? Jangan. Ya, temen gue banyak banget. Wah. Tenang, ada.
We are not one soul. We are many.
What am I looking for?
Out of the shadows?
Kane, ya. Kita cari Kane. Prepare. Oh, ada Blatters. Gokil jinnya. Oh. 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 Nah. Loh, kamu sini. Boleh gua ganti Kane nggak dia? Boleh gua kasih IE nggak? Boleh gua kasih IE nggak? Jin apa sih damage-nya? Tekan. Jin boleh IE ya Jin? Gua kasih IE. Prepare. Jin sakit banget. Wah. Ilahi. Jarod, you are mine. Sona, oke.
Give me praise.
Red buff. KCAZ. Ilawi.
We never stop.
Tebal. Ilawi. Kasih tebal. Ilawi. Kamu bakar. Oh, gila, bisa kayak gini anjir. Jin. Wow, anjing. Anjing begitu mainnya. Anjir bisa kayak gitu. Gua nggak tahu apa yang gua lakuin guys, jujur ya. Gua anjir begitu mainnya. Kayak gua merasa kayak nggak ada yang jadi gitu, tapi kayaknya ini berkat Kiana deh. Kiana yang ngebuat gua itemnya jadi banyak banget nggak sih? Ya nggak sih? Tapi yang kalau gue lihat Jin gila sih itu Jin. Dia ade ya. Bisa sesmooth itu ya. Kiana yang ngebuat ada kali ngebuat 2 item full kali ngedrop 4 item. Kuncinya di Kiana lah. Tapi musuhnya tadi pas abis Kisante gua bisa ganti EZ juga dong ya kalau misalnya itemnya ready gak sih? Itu dibilang jadi, kos 5 Yami gak ada yang bintang 3 sih. Iya sih udah ada 3 bintang 3 kos 5 tadi yang jadi. Apa itu sinergi? Gak ada sinerginya tadi anjir. Jadi tadi pas udah fast 9 gue udah gak pentingin hardstyle lagi. Udah cukup gitu hardstyle ya. Belum jadi bang, mobilnya baru tier 2. Iya makanya. Apa itu trades? Orang gua kasih sembarangan. Ada dibantuin Yan tadi. Ada true damage dikit tadi. Ada echo soalnya barengan tadi. Udah cukup bisa dilepas. Oh gitu. Avalos nggak penting. Tapi kan buat hardstyle ya kan. Easy Aphelios sama. Oh jadi Aphelios gue ganti gitu. B5 kalau masuk bintang 3 udah gak ngotak. Bukan gak ngotak, udah skakmat kalau dicatur. Aphelios bisa ganti Kane. Oh tadi ada Kane tapi depannya udah kebanyakan guys. Jadi pas pertama main hardstyle kita fokus ke sentinelnya dulu gitu. Depannya udah tebel, belakangnya kasih range 1-2 orang. Habis itu kita bisa. Tadi kan menang terus nih kebetulan nih, kebanyakan nih. Kalau gua lose, keadaannya lose terus gimana? Apa gua tetap harus fast 9 atau gua harus reroll? Tadi kan kondisinya gue cukup lumayan sering ya menangnya. Kalahnya paling cuma beberapa kali roundnya, kayaknya terlalu smooth tadi. Misal tadi mode Eko mau diganti Z juga bisa. Z sama Zack nyala berusaha cuman EDM buat bounce tune sana kesini. Kalau tadi gua lose streak gimana keadaannya? Kan HP gua udah sekarat ya gak sih? Dan emang duitnya makin baik juga ya. Tadi Kisantenya dapat hardstyle soalnya. Lose terus asal nggak nguras banyak HP masih worth. Dan gue ada Augment hardstyle tadi. Wow. Oh Chief sudah masuk ke Platinum 0. Harusnya nopang. Tapi kalau dibawa ke mid late game, gue baru-baru kalah gitu kayak tadi, gue udah keburu dead dong, ya gak sih? HP gue udah gak nopang coy. Itu makanya high risk high return kan. Augment hardstyle itu sebenarnya kalau hardstyle gue kira jadi dapat 20% dari poin hards yang udah ada. 40 tadi banyak ya. Berarti biasanya kalau orang buat konten hardstyle 7, 9, 10 gitu nyawanya sisa 5 gitu ya. Pantas gak ada yang mau buat kayak gitu ya. Boleh lihat Kaisa joget nggak? Kaisa joget. Mau request, oke, request Kaisa joget. Tapi gue nggak ada boomnya, nggak tahu kenapa guys. Ini aja cuman sakti boomnya. Ini ada nih, badum tes. Bisa belasan lah ya. Sisa 1 kali kalah lah gitu ya. Deg-degan dikit nggak ngaruh. Wih. Anjing. Gokil. Sitiao. Nih lobby ini harganya Sitiao guys ya. Loaded carousel Kiana sih, gue jadi fans sama Kiana anjir. Mau true damage deh. Lobby ini Sitiao harganya guys ya. Memo udah bisa, abis ini ranked ya sama gua ya. Tus. Nih. Yono.
Let's get to the fun part.
Jadi pengen tunggu dulu. Hardstyle lagi nggak ada guys, kalau ini nggak ada hardstyle sulit cuy.
Battle is a dance, and the fortunate find their partner.
Edgelord. Tadi ada yang full 1 look star. Pengen apa ya? Nggak tahu nih. Gue mau ngepang biar bisa ngeroll murah doh.
Let's get to the fun part.
Levelku kurang. Ya udah lah ya. Spam emot nggak bisa, spamnya jelek deh. Kayak cuman begini dong. Jogetan 5 juta. Wah, aduh diambil dia Yantonya. Masih bisa nggak ya? Edgelord. Udah ada Edgelord nih. Udah ada Hard Steel nih. Ini seram sekali nih. Siapa nih? Gummy Bear. Wah, gue mempang aja ya. Lanjut kah? Tapi Pantheon carry-nya. Kena jedot. Bukan jedot tuh apa sih? Binatang dia yang dari Void itu. Kan dia tinggalnya di Void ya. Siapa nama kakaknya? Bukan, siapa namanya? Kakaknya sih. Bener kan? Ada kakaknya kan dia ya? Kakaknya tuh bokapnya sih? Bapaknya ya? Siapa sih namanya? Yang bisa tele-tele itu? Ku tahan nyanto lu anjir. Gak usah naik level gue deh. Tapi gue menang. Pantheon 6 Guardian. 6 Guardian. Gak bisa sih. Sobat bawa 6 Guardian itu. Nikonya sih masalah sama Mumunya ini loh. Kasadin ya, Kasadin itu bapaknya. Kasadin. Yo, kestun terus anjing.
Here comes the punchline.
Such a loser, always ready to cry.
Such a loser. You really to cry. Sorry, kamu pergi dulu ya, sorry. Rek'Sai Queen. Yang dari Void siapa aja? Nih binatangnya nih. Nih, tuh keluar. Pas keluar dia keluarin bendera putih. Nih. Menurut gue B aja sih ini. Gue lebih suka Akali. Loh, itu bisa ada training dummy di belakang nih, gimana nih? Oh, mungkin dikira training dummy-nya loncat kali ya. Need something. Bisa gue ambil Nico sih. Buat augment dummy kalah terakhir jadi gold kayaknya. Oh gitu. Wah, hard steel. Ini mulai bahaya guys ya.
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this?
Agak dangerous nih hard steel. Kok gue jadi trauma ya hard steel tapi nggak pernah kalah anjir. Last boss itu ya, last boss ya. Aduh. Wah, lawan hard steel gue. Aduh, dia dipakai Jinx juga lagi. Kontes dong aku. Sena bisa carry nggak sih? Orang pada pakai Sena itu yang true damage. Emang sakit kali ya? Oke, Haoje anjir. Berarti sementara doang deh. Alright. Oke. Nah gue enak bener. Iya enak banget. Emang ini best song. Kita mau nonton nggak nih nanti?
Music brings us to
Aduh,
life.
jelek banget lagi.
That's worth fighting for.
Nggak ada Pantheon lagi. Feelingku tidak enak. Nah, banyak yang make true damage, carry-nya Sena. Pakai apa dia? Guinso, Last Whisper gitu kah? Giant Slayer gitu. Bang, gacha di Kaisa paling butut dapat tier berapa? Gacha Kaisa paling butut dapat tier apa? Tier apa nih? Tier yang hijau, tapi yang hijaunya selalu ini sih. Yang dijual di shop yang 1900 itu sih. Oh, ada Tentakel anjir. Bumi Bear udah kalah nih. Sojin, Guinso, Last Whisper.
Such a loser, always ready to cry. Not.
Give me something. Wow. Why you do this? Hijau chibi champion. Ya, hijau champion bener. Good.
Let's get to the fun part. Play it loud.
Let's give him a show.
Pantheon.
Everything or nothing.
Spend dikit nggak masalah. Tuh. Pantheon gue salah item ini. Dia kasih set aja. Yang mau dengan lagunya Bob punya kok ada Everything Goes Supporter Robinson. Betul, tapi ini instrumennya doang ya. Wow, kita belum kalah nih. Gokil. You go girl. Kita nyanyi bareng ya habis ini ya. Lagi ref dulu nih, ref. Pakai apa sih gua? Pangnya.
Let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the fun part.
Let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the fun part. Udah pernah main game-nya, cuma nggak ngerti jadi dihapus. Nah, tinggal taruh-taruh. So let's pretend I'm alone, 'cause you are gone. Everything goes so. Tinggal taruh kayak catur. Itu gerak sendiri, lu nggak usah pusing, Jel. Pusingnya nanti. Kenapa kok nggak pernah menang gitu. Tinggal taruh, pinter-pinter baca. Udah. Mau nobar ya, abis ini nobar pagi kan sampai subuh. Udah ronde berapa itu? Ini gue udah kasih hashtag nih. Gue udah minta izin tadi. Gue udah daftar untuk buat watch party dan boleh asal dikasih hashtag di judulnya. Terus gue bilang, oke, ya udah, alright.
Battle is a dance. And the
Kok bagus gini
fortunate
roll gue?
find
Udah.
their partner.
Mana ya catatan gue? Udah banyak banget catatannya, udah 5 halaman anjir. Let's try Amumu. Nggak pakai Twitch lagi. Roll ke 9 hari-hari fase nggak bisa. Gue udah lumayan hyper roll. Kita tebelin pantheonnya dulu ya. Oke, aku ambil panah. Ramen. Aku ambil. Waduh, panahnya cuma 1, punk. Aduh, spatulanya diambil. Aduh, panahnya diambil. Aku tidak bisa. Waduh, aku harus. Waduh. Aku ambil item-item defense. Semuanya diambil. Ada spatula, percuma, bisa crown guard nih, tapi jangan Aku butuh Winso, tidak ada damage. No damage. Jangan lupa di like guys ya. Like dulu videonya sebelum tidur. Ini apa sih? You gain 3 gold every time it survive. Wow. Gain 3 gold setiap dia survive. Wow, oh gitu. Oh hancur. Makan tuh 3 gold. Oh, halo. Ayo Gosh, boleh Gosh, jangan taruh situ Gosh.
Slow down? No.
Fish. Bang, counter fast 9 apa? Fast 8 counternya guys. Biar dia 8 cepet-cepet cuy. Temen gua main apa nih? Oh Chief main apa? Disco Dazzler. Oh wow, oke. Temen gua lagi apa? Oh kita main apa? Super shit. Lu di disco KDA Discord udah kalian bentrokan. This. Wah, 5 juta loh, 5 juta. Ini battle termahal guys. Battle 10 juta. Oh. Get off my level. Counter 10 KD itu berdoa kalau nggak salah. Semuanya harus kayak gitu anjir. Aduh. Gimana nih? Aduh. Ayo.
Man, get off my stage.
You were gone. Nontonnya mendingan di Twitch atau di YouTube ya? Bang, Disco Jazz bisa nggak sih? Gue suka banget sama musiknya, tapi stuck mikir cem. Bisa, tapi depan lo harus tebel guys. Oke, itu testimoni yang bisa gue kasih ke kalian sih. Depannya harus tebel. Sorry ya, gue kayaknya terpaksa ambil deh.
I'm dancing, happy.
Taruh aja lah itemnya. Momo nggak bisa masuk nih. Disco Jazz headliner wajib TF or Lux. Ya, TF kalau mau, tapi susah banget. Kalau Twitch ada official stream, clean fee beberapa off stream. Oke, berarti gua lewat Twitch aja berarti. Bos ada live steal nih, takut gua. Headliner efeknya apa sih dia? Blink bonus 15 blink bonus.
Let the screams begin.
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this?
Oh, aku sudah besar. Ini ya pusatnya situ dapat Gragas sama materi bintang 2 tapi itemnya nggak dapat. Ya Gragas tapi tebel banget sih. Terus nge-shred nih. Ini H Lord cuy. Nah, gimana Jinx gua kasih lifestyle di sini. Waduh. Ini Jimbang. BC tebel ya tapi kan ungu. Ada spatula lagi tuh. Konten gue nggak jadi lagi.
Everything or nothing.
Runaan. Attack for bow nearby dealing 50% damage as physical damage. Wow, jadi nih Katarinanya nih. Wih anjing. Dus. Ini arena yang mana? Bagus banget. Namanya Everything Goes On. Everything Goes On cuman orang-orang terpilih yang punya gitu. Anjir, Lulu carry cuy. Anjing, kuat banget. Yang tadi, anjir. Jinx gue mati. What? Weh,
Battle is a dance.
gila tuh. Boleh lihat.
Find their partner.
Wah. Lulu. Jadi trompet. Wah gila, itu bahaya banget. Gue butuh lifestyle. Guys, gue nggak boleh kasih last whisper, ini nggak ada lifestyle. Oh no.
Get him off my
Music brings us to life. That's worth fighting for.
Bahaya sih. Pantheon gua nggak jadi guys. Dang. Ada life steal sih sangat berbahaya ya. Kita bantu pakai ini untuk nge-shred aja deh. Harus ada yang nge-shred soalnya. Kalau nggak ada damage nanti jinxnya. Nice. Kalau nyari Zik haram banget sih itu. Katanya tinggal taruh kan tuh, lihat tuh lulunya bisa langsung permainin sendiri. Hold sih. Kita masih banyak. Wah, Ochif udah entet ya. Temen gue udah entet satu nih. Katarina 3. Wah, ini berbahaya. Berbahaya sekali nih. Sakit banget. Kena ceceng kan. Untung aja. Wah, gila. Oh no, sakit banget. Woi.
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this.
Agak ini ya, agak mengharam ya itu ya. Itu lifestyle-nya gila banget. No. Jinxnya pakai anti CC, bisa juga Quicksilver kali ya. Ini. 15 second immune crowd control, kira-kira kepake nggak ya? Aduh, wah ini lulu yang tadi nih. Wah gila, jadi permen guys, no. Wah. Silver. Gila lulunya. Tapi stand gue harus jadi sih ini.
Let's give him a show.
Wah 15 second sih udah lewat ya. Oke.
Music brings us to life. That's worth fighting for.
Buat apa ini? Kamu mau ngapain, Kane? Pasang Kane. Sentinel lumayan buat damage. Ya Kane boleh. Set. Wih, bagus Kane masuk. Set. Bagus Kane masuk. Set. Bagus, masuk lagi. Mati dia, dead. Ini siapa ini? Crowd diver juga. Wih. Apa kabar Pantheon gue? Jadi nih anjing. Ini lulu bahaya banget nih. Fokus si Kane. Oh no.
Play it loud.
Do you hear that? It is the end.
Aduh. Ayo Kane. Boleh masuk satu Kane. Nice. Kane masuk. Iya, boleh. Sekali lagi. Nggak ada damage. Ya ampun. Oh my god, itu crowd diver sakit banget. Untung belum mati. Oh my god. Ya. Istri di sono lagi.
Let the screams begin.
Kane, kamu jadi tidak berguna gini. Gak nahan, au. Ya ampun, jadi balon lagi gua. Oh no.
Let's dance. Out of the shadows into the spotlight. I don't know anymore. Gua ambil ya.
Typing protocol.
Battle is a dance, and the fortunate find their part.
Muncul lagi gitu Kane-nya anjing. Gua berserah ke beberapa persen ini. Apa gua masukin ini? Lah.
Everything for nothing.
Kasih lah, toh. Shit. Wah, lulu haram nih. Pantheon, nggak tahu jadi apaan itu anjing, Pantheon mati. Jadi dia comebacknya sih gila banget sih ini orang. Itu dulu. No. Ah. Anjing. No. Mana bunuhnya ya? Itu nggak bisa dibunuh sih.
We're running this world!
Teori ganti Lucian B1 dengan AP. Dulunya dulu si targetnya di season. Aduh, jadi balon aku aja. Oh no. Nice try. Oh, aduh. Gila. Ganggu amat ya. Bisa gitu? Wah, kalah lo gua, dijadiin trompet terus cuy. Gokil juga itu target dummy-nya, nggak sih? Jadi nobar. Ini gua lihat dulu ya. Hitungan roundnya gimana sih nih? Ini udah round berapa? Stage game lobby 2 tulisannya. Ya udah habis ini deh. Pas jam 3. Kopi itu headlinernya Lulu anjir, gue gak pernah lihat anjir. First time gue lihat kayak gitu. Nah, ikutan gue masih gold. Boleh. Komen gue di like sama Kobo gitu. Loh, gue kan fans beratnya Potter Robinson cuy. Most played Synergy KD S10. Wow. Gue fans berat Potter Robinson cuy. Dia kan nge-cover si Kobo, terus gue ngeliat masuk ke search engine gue, terus ya, oh ya bagus, covernya bagus. Larger Legends biar nggak guna. Mia, skill 2. Gua cover. Masa aneh-aneh. Mantap, Larger Legends biar nggak guna sekalian. Aduh. Waduh. Lihat dikasihnya beginian anjir.
Let's get to the fun part.
Let's get to the fun part. Udah deh, pang 4. Di Javu nih. Nggak tahu, kita lihat headliner ya. Headlinernya Pantheon gak sih? Tuh, Titan Resolve.
Everybody panic. Such a loser, always ready to cry.
Gimana ya? Gua bingung kadang. Gua tidak. Kok jadi begini? Aduh, gini lagi masa sih? Sorry ya guys ya. Kasih. He's such a loser. You ready to cry? Gitu. Ini bisa buat Pantheon sih. Pelatihan ke atas nggak bisa milih-milih. Ya nggak boleh. Kan pang kan bisa nyambung kemana-mana ya. Tapi gue lebih pengen Jinx itu ada rapid fire ya sih. Biar gue bisa ganti yang lain. Chief bagus. Kamu ambil pedo. langsung nashor ya. Gua hampir kalah anjir sama Annie begitu. Oh my god. Emang boleh sepang ini? Tahu pang sih jalan aman sebenarnya, pangki dia. Kalau selama
Music brings us to life. That's worth fighting for.
selama kita tidak di kontes Imo Disco 8-bit Sentinel Guardian ini kuat sih. Pang rapid ya harus ada at least rapidnya 1 sih, kalau nggak susah. Ini apa ya? Reiteration. Gain random component at the start of 3 round including this round. Wow, kuat nih. Ya ampun. Waduh. Wah. Oke, kita harus kalah dulu deh. At least kita dapat ngepick duluan nggak sih item nih? Nggak ada lagu nih.
Let's get to the fun part. Here comes the punchline.
Kita coba taruh ini dulu. Sebelum depan. Ya. Gue juga mau kayak gitu, geng. Wih, arenanya sih gokil banget nih. 2 juta cuy. This is KDA. Dung dung dung. Ya ampun, dia nge-heal dong. Oh, lost. Oke. Oke, kita bisa pick duluan. Anjir lah, diambil nih sama si Aegis Queen Sobat. Tim. Hari-hari diambil. Pang 6, nggak ada spatula.
Such a loser, always ready to cry.
Jadi kangen main chest rush. Sudah bangkrut. Not take any risk.
Let's get to the fun part.
Set dah.
Okay. Let's dance above the human snores.
Itu aja kenapa nggak dipakai semua? Lagi menabung mencari item yang cocok. Rollnya lagi cukup jelek. Pantheon gue takutnya tidak sih. Oh no. Betul karena bangkrut. Iya, sudah bangkrut. Ininya rebutan nih. Awal di kontes tuh ininya. Gwyn so any. Oh. Oh. So any oh man.
Come at me.
Pantheon gue kemana ya? Bakal ada custom normal tidak? Gak lagi ngerank nih. Rasanya nggak dipakai. Enggak. Jual. Oh Chief, kamu kontes sama ini loh. Terus cepat loh itu loh. Oh gila ini jadi ini. Tapi gue sih mendingan tetap 2 Sojin sih. Sakit banget anjir. Oh. Damn. Jadi
Here comes the punchline. Let's get to the fun part.
Pantheon, kamu tuh kemana ya?
Music brings us to life. That's worth
Nah,
fighting.
kenapa dulu deh? Tahu Pantheon kemana? Misalnya bisa war gak dapat mana dari Sojin. Bisa. Tengah gue. Terguin suka nih gue. Cuman 1 anjir. Ada sepatu lah nih. Gue seru Guinso sih, gue gak mau. T1 kalah banget. Wah, gue gak gitu nontonin sih.
Music brings us to life. That's worth fighting for.
Everything or nothing.
Ya, taruh aja lah.
Let's dance above the human snores.
Sentinel. Sentinel iseng. Tapi tuh T1 main berapa game? Quicksilver lagi nih. Apakah gue harus teori Quicksilver? Oh.
Man, get off my stage.
Man, get off my
Show me who
stage.
you are.
Sangat menggiurkan ya. Ada kartus. Dah kali. Han sebelum ada TFT kan game sebelah keluarin dulu mode game beginian. Kenapa nggak main? Atau emang nungguin Riot? Yang pertama keluarin itu waktu itu Chess Rush. Chess Rush gue langsung main awal-awal keluar. Terus beberapa kali habis itu udah bangkrut, terus nggak main lagi. Terus gue main Atomic War di Dota. Di situ TFT keluar deh. Habis itu yang sebelah. Tapi kayak TFT duluan deh yang keluar deh. Emang Magic Chess duluan? I mean technically Auto Battler sih mestinya Chess Rush duluan ya? Nggak sih? Setahu gua ya setahu gua TFT dulu, TFT dulu memang. Setahu gua juga TFT dulu sih. Kalau Chess Rush gue nggak tahu. Gue tahu Auto Battler tuh dari Chess Rush dulu sebenarnya. Kalau Gaben kan emang nggak mau ngurusin nih game-game begituan ya. Jadi Underlord nggak keurus.
Come at me.
Roll gue sih jelek loh ini. Iya, nggak ada untung jadi Gaben kayak nggak usah gitu. Nggak mau nggak untung nih game beginian. Skip gitu. Tahu jangan gue dari Chess Rush dulu waktu ya, Chess Rush gue. Atau Chess dulu awal-awal kalau masih di workshop baru Chess Rush. Oh iya, gue main juga dari workshop dulu sih. Kalau Dota dari custom masalah itu, bukan kayak game official. Android ya udahlah, nyobain aja. Ya. Nyobain aja, cukup. Kalau gue ada Omnifam bagus ini.
Battle is a dance, and
And
the
the fortunate
find their partner.
find the partner. Pokemon di Dota 1 anjir. Lama banget itu. Gila nih Gaben tau auto chess bisa cuan semua game arcade nggak boleh monos. Gaben aneh emang orangnya. ngerti lah. Tapi di luar dari game originalnya ini ya, menurut gua konsepnya Riot sih mateng. Ya. Riot kalau buat game selalu mateng deh. Apapun itu regardless game. Dia kan nyoba banyak game, ya kan. Film iya, game iya, dari banyak genre juga iya gitu ya. Riot gila sih. Well, gua nggak tahu Riot karena mungkin di sini anaknya lebih ke Dota ya waktu itu ya. Tapi Riot sih salah satu developer game tergila juga sih menurut gue sih. Dia nyoba dari berbagai pasar sih, keren-keren sih. Mau dari apapun keren banget ya. Nggak cuman cash and grab doang, anjir, cash and grab.
Play it loud.
Let the screams begin.
Aduh, pantheonku kemana? Dan aja lah. Matang dia, lore, story, mekanik, gameplay, visual, bagus banget sih. Oh memang nungguin push rank, ayo push rank. Oh Chief, kamu pakai spell weaver, nice comp, solid comp ya. Emang banget. Oh my god. Kali mah capek itu. Pretty strong ya, strong, solid comp. Wah, ada Pantheon, tapi gue nggak berharap. Lowy. Alright, gue take Kiana. Kiana, kamu masuk. Aku kasih sesuatu buat kamu. Semoga nggak mati duluan ya.
Let the screams begin. No mistake.
Kiana, jangan mati, pentalin. Bagus. Pentalin Kiana. Ayo, tung. Bagus, kasih ke Eko. Gede banget itu item, tung. Oh, anjir. Gokil, itemnya baik guys. Oh. Hah. Anjing, keren. Divana, bagus, dapat item lumayan guys ya. Ya buat kamu deh, Quicksilver awal-awal. Nanti morde kamu jual. Roll. Aduh. Faiku nyangkut. Sudah GG, itu bintang 1. Gimana mau keluar? Kita kasih Kiana lagi. Lu gacha Navia kah? Mungkin Banjar Syetan namanya ya. Syetan nih. Oh bagus, Fire dapat gargoyle. Aduh, tolong, ada kali anjing. Anjing saya mati. Ketok. Anjir, masih bintang 1 aja bisa kayak gitu anjir. Nah, ketok nah. Nah, dulu ketok bareng dah. Lu ebol dah tuh cannon di situ dah. Kok bisa ke situ cannonnya sih? Banjar setan. Ini game pay to win kah?
Music brings us to life.
Si paling magic
That's
chess
worth
deh lu, si
fighting.
paling magic chess.
Play it loud.
Main lah. Nol duit gue. Terima kasih, terima kasih. Thanks. I don't mind. Static ship. It's always Aduh, yang ini juga ada alkali. Oh, pentalin, cannot be dispel, nice. Pentalin. Mampus dikasih Rabadon, Sena gua. Ayo Sena, Rabadon nih. Tus. Bagus. Tus. 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 Gila, strong. Jadi kebanyakan game raya tuh free. Ya, free. So free. Kayak harus seperti ini deh formasinya deh. Menang kalah nih. Kayaknya susah sih kalau lawan Pap Tete yang situ susah banget cuy. Gimana ya? Ini game dewasa ya. Kamu jangan salah loh. Guys, like dulu videonya, jangan tidur dulu. 500 like cepet. Kalian nge-like males banget guys nih. Kalian nge-like nih, gue menang ini. Wah anjing, akalinya 2 lagi itu. Kan untung nyerang situ akalinya. Tembak, tembak. Bagus, Kiana masih bisa. Oke. Jewel Gauntlet Sena. Gokil, Sena carry. Gokil. Gua fans berat Kiana sekarang. Gila, Kiana bagus banget. Hans, aku mau di pap tete Ahri. Lagi ngapa? Oke. Boardnya dari gacha ya. Gacha kemarin gue dari set 8 waktu itu gacha ini.
Battle is a dance.
Unfortunate.
Find that heart.
Battle. Gila, bisa dapat. Oh my god. Here comes the punchline. Abis itu tidak ada duit lagi, aku nge-roll terus. Bang, combo yang bagus apa? Jazz masih bagus sebenarnya walaupun udah dinner. Pang bagus, Kidie bagus, Hard Steel bagus kalau suka. Launch apa nih gue nih? Oh kita, kamu pakai apa ini? Kiana, ayo. Tepol, toling. Oh nggak ada item ini, tung. Wah anjing mati. Wah MF-mu tidak jadi oh kita. Wah. Hush. Kecupan cinta. Uih. Oke. Next ngesa. Wah masih ada 8 orang anjir. Aku butuh Pantheon. Fuck. Pantheon masih ada di situ anjing. Fuck, Masiro anjing, lo emang anjing. Anjing, lo Masiro anjing, bener-bener anjing. Gila, Pantheon gue bisa bintang 3 itu. Anjing. Bener-bener lo ya. Mampus. Emang lu doang bisa? Kok bisa? Ayo. Bisa gue? Ayo. Bisa gue. Ayo. Tetap bisa bintang 3. Hah? Apa lu? Oh. Yorick bintang 2 Ji. Oh my god. Gila, board apa ini? Siapa punya ini? Bagus, solutionnya soon. Nice. Sorry. Punya siapa ini? Last boss gue ya, Heartsteel ini. Oh wow, Lemillion. Bintang 5 semua. Oke. Fast 9 ya. Wow, kita ada grup fase ini, bahaya nih. Ini last boss kita. Ya kita berharap aja deh. Udah deh, udah 100% guys. Nggak bisa nambah lagi deh kayaknya. Coba ya. Bisa 101 anjing. Kata nabung sebenarnya udah nggak bisa, kan jauh. Gue cuma bisa nambahin damage. Cus. Sorry. Nyari true damage, nyari guardian, boleh. Tuh gue mau kencing. Ini harus buat Pantheon sih. Warmog, Sterak, bagus. Apa ini?
Get off my level.
Ini ada cuy.
Wait, hold up. We getting paid for this.
I alone.
True damage. True damage. Nyelip. Bagus, tembak, dar. Sayang Ochiv Ani kamu belum jadi itu.
Out of the shadows into the spotlight.
Such bravado.
No. Mendingan true damage atau true damage-nya deh. Wah, next. Oh Yanto tumbal Yanto. Semangat Yanto, semangat. Ayo Yanto, bisa kamu bisa. Nah, maling Dragon Claw gua nih. Terus dibantai sih ini. Mampus. Sering-sering ya, sering-sering nyolong ya, sering-sering ambil tuh Pantheon ya. Makan tuh, no tiaopua. Susut. Nah, kalau gini kan aman. Oh iya, ada spatula anjir. Oh. Sana. Go.
Do you hear that? It is the end.
Jangan biarin aja gitu.
We are not one soul.
We are many.
I
Yanto.
alone decide my fate.
We
are not one soul.
are many. Set gede banget nih. Wow, kalinya nih, bandel nih kalinya nih, pentung. Lagi, panahin lagi. Ciut. Duar. Wih, lagi wangi nih. We are not one soul. We are many. True damage. Pergi. Oh my god. Kiananya nggak ada nih. Adalah. Oh Chief, it's been great. Kamu gimana? Oh gitu. Tengah. Beli battle dapat finisher, dapat boom, dapat ya bukan finisher. Tembak Jinx, pentalin, dapat apa? 2 Rabadon Sena, oke. Boing. Wah, buat lagi. Geger, nice game. Nice game. Wow, bisa menang lagi. Plat 2 ya. Aduh. Kiana sih. Waduh. Nobar dulu ya. Terima kasih. Oh, waduh. Oh, kita sudah 0 LP ya. Nah, talat dulu gue. Break. Ya, thank you. Lu capek. Udah lah ya. Aduh. Oh, sampai kalau beneran gue di Emerald sih gue pensi anjir dari. Ikut main tuh capek guys. Kita nonton dulu nggak sih? Mau nonton Vegas kan kita? Yuk coba nonton yuk, ngetes kalian ini kena copyright atau enggak. Twitch TFT di mana ya? Teamfight Tactics. Nggak bisa.
Hey, Rich. So he could easily go 8 at any time. He's sitting at what looks like 30-ish HP just based off the health bar, but does have that last stand. I don't think he's gonna get to 9 for the roll down. So I think it's gonna be a level 8 roll down, absolutely. But 70 gold, 33 health, 5 streak.
Nah,
We'll see, you know, how
let's
good
go.
the cash out is gonna be, because if you get something massive,
Pokemonnya gue nyalain aja ya guys ya, biar ya ini streaming gue gitu jadinya. Ya kehalang dikit nggak masalah.
Yeah, and we talked about how many different, outs he has with the itemization. The only kind of struggle is the Ginsu would be better if he could push to 9. But the thing is, if you do it big roll down on 8 and you just find one Sona 1 with the Ginsu is actually already a very strong thing to.
Gimana dia cara nge-spected gini ya? Gila sih. Nanti udah bisa spected loh bulan depan. Devin kena strike, kenapa? Mau cuma dia nggak ada izin. Aku udah ada izin ini dari PIC-nya langsung. Tanggal 10 nanti kita rilis loh ini. Twitch aja gue nggak ada iklan Twitch. Oke, let's see. Solus, Geos, DSG, M8, Wet Jungler, Getang Jitang, Yaroy, Phoenix Nisa. Wah anjir keren banget sih kayak gini. Wow.
Yeah, nothing really crazy jumping out at me thus far, but I want to see how people are going to make these transitions.
Gila, gue gimana ya kalau buat turni kayak gini ya, gue pengen sih bisa overlaynya pasti susah banget sih. 8 gitu langsung.
We'll see if he can actually get up above that, but he is rolling for a headliner now, so he's dropped out of the 5.
Ini ada Augment ini yang di bawah sini. Ini Augment ini.
And trying to start to upgrade his board, but
gua nggak tahu siapa yang jago sih di sini. Kalian kasih gua ini dong. Apa sih? Kasih gua sedikit overview gitu guys. Ini overlaynya banyak banget loh. Ini ada kamera orang nih di tempat gua nih sebenarnya. Jadi ada kayak lu lawan siapa gitu. Tapi kalian nggak perlu lihat orangnya lah ya. Lu lihat, kita di sini fokus ke karakter-karakter aja. Sena nih, lu lihat nih, Sena Sojin. Kalau pro player gini yang langsung tusun gimana ya? Dihujat nggak ya sama netizen? Iya kan? Gue nggak tahu siapa lawan siapa sih di sini.
I do think it's pretty tough, and we're gonna see what the cash out is. This is gonna dictate a lot of this game.
The Zed Yone crowd
exactly.
I think that's what he wants. Look at those items for the melee carries. Finds the Zed. That's gigantic. As I call it out.
Anjir, itemnya main threat. Sterak, Bloodthirst, Trinity.
What he really needs right now is direction, right? He is holding all these pairs, didn't quite find anything, but being able to find itemized Zed headliner here.
Tidak, ternyata belum ditahu. Dia naruh itemnya cepet banget, gimana caranya dia? Nggak di drag gitu, gimana cara naruh itemnya sih? Tiba-tiba langsung Trinity, Sterak, Bloodthirst. Kita lihat Z-nya nih, Z carry nih. Kuat sih. Anjir, Poppy-nya kuat banget. Anjing, digeprek. Z-nya mati. Wah, Phoenix-nya hilang. Ente. HP 1 nggak tuh 0. HP-nya 1 guys. Oke, kita lihat di sini ya. Itu Disco Dazzler itu country. Itu 8-bit. Nanti mainnya. Dazzler juga itu. Yaroy itu. MF. Masih ada MF Jazz di situ dengan item yang sama, tapi dia pakai red buff nggak pakai Guinso di sini.
is the thing. We've seen this happen actually a lot.
Yang ini true damage nih. M8. Jitang main. Ini flex nih ya. Yang soulless ini main apa dia nih? Ini nggak full counter kayaknya. Ini masih 128 player, 16 grup. Masih lama ya, tapi ini challenger semua loh guys. Kalian jangan salah loh. Ini orang-orang menghabiskan 1000 jam per hari guys. Harus menang first place dari 128 berarti dia cuma ada satu kali chance doang kan? Wet jungler lumayan jago waktu Runeterra Forge kalau nggak salah. Wet jungler. EMEA tuh mana? EMEA? Europe kah? Kita lihat Zeta lagi. Wow.
Problem that Aphelios has a really good way of getting onto that Zed, and if Zed does go down, then this board's not going to be enough. But yeah, no, this Zed has enough to stay in the Yone already in the back line, and that Senna's still pumping, so Phoenix stays alive.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Zed carry.
The problem is he's gonna have to win quite a few rounds, right? Like Solus can
mukanya udah begini semua nih guys, semua orang-orang ini.
Ngebul
semua ya.
It's really sketchy because if they make the transition faster, if they're actually like if Solus was on a 4-cost headline,
Yardi katanya asli orang Sumedang. Yardi.
It's really
ya Roy.
he runs into someone who actually goes to 0. As we're seeing more people
Europe,
do, like,
EMEA Europe. Oh jadi ini. Oh yang saya cuma satu. Berarti ini internasional semua ya berarti ya.
Yeah, and I mean G-Tung's having descended to 0 here on the country board. You know, Bill talking about this board a lot. The country emo. Get all this
country
going,
emo.
Very far, yeah.
Ini dapat apa itu buff begini guys?
I feel like with everyone playing Fast 9 these days, like you
itu sinar-sinar apa?
At 7 and then if you
Waduh.
you kind of screw.
Yeah.
Senanya sih tetap dijadiin begitu ya. Akali executioner headliner cuy. Zednya. Anjir. Wow. Masih bisa. Efek last stand. Lu nggak nonton Yan? Seru nih.
Like you're losing, you're on a loss streak here. You know, you're kind of in a rough spot.
Ini keren banget overlay gini Jir. Ini nggak sih? Ini keren banget sih. Dan overlaynya tuh kotak kalau kalian lihat. Nanti dia nggak widescreen cuy. Kelihatannya yang main nerd semua ya. Yang atau catur ya. Oh, kalian di mana? Kalian lagi pada nonton kah?
He is on 1 life, but he's playing fearless right now and says, I'm just going to opt in the fact that I have the potential to high roll, but
ciri khas right overlaynya bagus sih.
I mean, it's also really
anjir ini
for G-Tung because he's still not even playing.
Itu kenapa daminya ditaruh belakang sih? Itu apa sih? Itu telur. Anjir itemnya sih main thread. Oh diganti. Jin. Wah, Poppy, headliner, Sona. Waduh, dia mikir nih. Lu lihat itemnya apa nih? Oh.
I think the biggest hit there too is that he does find this Sona, right? So he does have a holder for these 8 items that's going to allow him to
gimana cara naruh item secepat itu?
We'll see.
Dia di double click gitu.
He's up against another very strong board from Wet Jungler though, who is still sitting on 50 gold. So actually Wet Jungler
Sonanya loh yang diituin loh, bukan yang lainnya loh. Sonanya pakai attack speed. Oh wow. Anjir, itu Poppy-nya ketembok anjir, cuman
Yeah, essentially it's kind of the composition that we saw Solus playing in the previous
anjir,
game where
itu Fast 9 kayak gue tadi, berarti mirip lah sama strategi gue tadi.
You've got last stand, you've got the needlessly big gem, and Solus used that to stabilize and then build up the highest cap.
Headliner beceng. Itu Poppy tebel banget nih.
He doesn't have the luxury. Solus had a ton of HP he was letting, you know, kind of chip away. Phoenix is on 1 life.
So Bill, talk to me about some of the kind of unique traits like mix master.
Sona baru dikasih 3 Guinso. Dia nggak ngasih 3 Guinso sih.
Kind of basically like you look at it as legendary.
Trinity Force, Terak, Blatters, Yorick. 2 Jin.
Similar to the gameplay. So for example, mix master, it will basically force your drum stem to be
Anjir, Jinnya.
DJ, you know, 4 on the floor type thing. The maestro is yet another one where like as soon as he comes in, you're gonna hear the violin being played all the time on top of your
Anjing, serem
comp. And I
banget.
feel like it's one of those things where within the design we know we want it to be noticeable right away. The Alawi as well, she's got her own sort of unique beat that she has going on that is like slightly inspired by the the Polynesian culture with a little bit of modern beat production and you can kind of hear
bener-bener Fast 9
production phase, because I imagine you're expecting people to be able to play these very wide boards on level 9, level 10. Can you talk about the process of actually hearing all of the sounds together for the first time?
Ini Kiananya apakah tetap bisa tanpa true damage tetap bisa ngambil item kan? Itu Souls peringkat 78 di leaderboard.
A shuffling going on because we only have like 3 tracks essentially that are rotatable through. So let's say if you have 2 of the rhythm ones like DJ Sona and ill beats like Ilawi, it's gonna like sort of rotate through the 2 different drum stem a little bit, and without rotating too much that you're starting to go like, is this even music anymore?
Ya ampun, itu ada 3 redemption gimana ceritanya? Oh.
So a couple of players now actually eliminated. So Jitang did in fact die. The last stand not enough to carry through. Couldn't actually find those headliners that he wanted. Pretty much it felt like
true damage.
That's the risk you take.
Phoenix ambil true damage. Cening.
And as soon as everyone else gets to 9, I think that executioner comp just becomes so weak in the front line.
That's one of the differences than what we saw yesterday when Flightsy was piloting the country board, is that he spent gold very heavily early on because he wanted to maintain tempo and take advantage of the fact that he was playing. Yeah, exactly. And then he preserved high health and was able to get a top 2 because he was sitting around 50, 40 HP when everyone else was capping out.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people win with those boards. Oh my god,
big transition.
Full transition. Let's see. But he's rolling heavy for one of those 5-cost headliners, but if you spend too much time rolling, you're gonna have no gold to cap out the rest of your board.
Anjing, transisi serem banget.
The TF then immediately sold it, -1 gold. 8 seconds left to make this happen.
He doesn't have enough gold anymore. He spent too much
buy it. Throw stuff on there. Hopefully it's enough. I mean, he has good items for playing around. He's got Morella, he's got Sojin.
Garbage.
Oh my goodness.
He's a 1-star Nami, 1-star Tarek, 2 unitemized Yorick.
Anjing serem banget transisinya anjing.
He's doing a good job of getting them in quickly though. I mean, it still happens in the fight, so you lose a little bit of value. The front line fight is not gonna happen. Another bot.
Anjing serem banget transisi kayak gitu. Itu transisi rungkat anjing.
Felt like the board got a lot weaker.
Yang ini lebih serem lagi sih. True damage, jir.
You're in a position where you're already down in the lobby, you have to go take that risk, go for the first place. So I respect the decision, in the context of where he is in the lobby. You have to try to.
Nggak bisa transisi kayak gitu sih.
That's maybe going to turn the game around for you, right? Because if you roll and in the first roll or 2, you do hit that 5-cost headliner that you can kind of build around. But
itu kenapa tiba-tiba jadi item lagi sih? Dijual sama dia?
The headliner alone costs 12 to 15 gold. You don't have enough gold to buy the whole board.
It's exactly what we. Oh, the Ziggs! We found a Ziggs.
Finds it.
I mean, it's still good. It got nerfed, but it is still a very good pickup on level 9. He's got frontline already. He's got the Alawi. Yeah, he's got good items. You make it happen.
Got to figure out how to get all these items on the board now where they're going to place. Solus definitely in a position now where he's starting to bleed out. Hopefully this can stabilize him.
Oh, that's rough for Phoenix because this is a bit of a spike from Solus immediately, but the front line's still relatively weak, and we've got the Kiana from Phoenix printing a bunch of items on this Tom Kench, helping the front line out significantly. Buying a lot of time and once again leaning on the healing Sona.
Wah, gila itu Jinnya.
Cerut. Once you get that attention, this Jin is going to one-shot anything that your board has.
Phoenix might have done it. He actually might have stabilized. This might be a first for Phoenix. We look at the composition of his board, the way it is put together. He has so much frontline. The healing Sona once again, which he just won with. The Jin that he just won with. This is the full setup, and now this time he has Ascension because he's got the.
Empat besar aman buat next stage.
Better than what he won with last game.
I mean, he had an incredible start to this game. He had the
Anjir,
1-4,
Jinnya serem
3
banget ya.
heart steal, had 5 heart steal really early on. Hit that
Itu
with the
sonanya
last
pakai
stand,
attack
so it's a
speed
really
kan?
deadly combo, but it was looking risky for him for a while.
Jin true
barely
damage
able to
lagi.
eke
Lu
out
lihat
a
tuh
couple
sama
rounds,
Sojin.
Then be able to stabilize, cap out his board a lot higher. Did elect to not roll heavier on 8, and I know if I was in his position, I would have absolutely rolled it 0 on 8 because he had such a weak board. It felt like alongside the headliner, but he had just enough to get through, get himself to 9. Now in a position to actually win the lobby instead of doing what I would have done. Just try to pray for a 5th or something like that.
I mean, it's the nature of this format, right? When you're playing for that top 2 position, you have to be willing to take that risk. But I kind of want to contextualize Phoenix in the place of North America, right? Because this is a player that has existed in NA for a very long time. And even going back to set 7, when he had this breakout tournament at the Astral Cup, a lot of people did not give him that much credit. In set 9, though, he joined this K3 Soju study group. All of a sudden was kind of put in the spotlight. People give Phoenix way more credit nowadays than they have ever before in the history of TFT.
Oh my god, Jinnya
The
gila.
Sona that was working quite well, instead trying to find a little bit more damage, but it does soften his front line, and now we see
Gila
a
Jinnya.
little bit of issues. He's still stronger here. He will still win.
Iya, apaan itu?
We saw some of the previous ones.
Yeah, it was, but still 4 or 5 units left in that back line. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat him. If you stabilize on 9 with the last stand, it is really
M8 ini ada 5 win streak guys.
Point totals across the board. I know we saw 9
kalah
points from one of the players, 10 from one,
Kalah sama apa
11
dia?
from another. These are all
duitnya
players on the
banyak banget
bubble
ya.
that are competing for those top 2 spots. That's going to be able to give them an edge over the field as we head
Onyi
towards
cepet
the
banget.
final game after this.
Wait.
And we see what Jungler fall in 5th. Definitely one of the
Aduh,
players with a lot of
bau.
promise coming into the tournament. 2nd place at the World Championship, and now going to be back against the wall in the final game to try and make it happen.
Ya,
and get a top 2 spot.
bau. Like Coco, another very strong representative from EMEA. Not very surprising to see him, make it this far in the event.
True
and also
damage
make this push
6.
for a top 2. Maybe representing EMEA, but Jungler's not able to turn it around before the game.
And then one of these players is going to be going down here. We'll see if the Sona can get it done, or if it's going to be that Ziggs headliner in the background. Sona gets the cast off, but it's the Ziggs
falling
that's just
apart.
clearing the board, and it's
Wah,
going to be Coco going
rungkat.
down here to Solus. So Solus pushing that much further is going to make a top 3. And we'll see if another player does get eliminated, but not just yet. Chaos at 7 health, Solus at 5 health, and Phoenix, of course, sitting at that 1 health.
9 win streak.
Yeah, I mean, but still, as you said earlier, I just don't think anyone's found the ability to beat him. I'm still, not sure if I loved the Sona cell particularly, but I don't think it really makes a huge difference at the end of the day, because this board is so massive. The last stand buffing up that front line, you've got the Omnivamp, so it's not like this Jin is going to die to some random ambient damage.
And you can see Jin, the strength of it, when you hit a board like this. When you have 2-star York, 2-star Alawi, 2-star Thresh, 2-star Kiana, all of these things that are there to buy time, and nothing on his bench, right? So if the round goes long, he's going to be stacking up those violins, pumping out the damage, but on the left side, that is not a ghost board. Is Solus going in there? We'll see if he's going to be able to take it down.
Up against Chaos's board, who honestly we haven't talked about too much, but is playing around that 3-star Misfortune. We'll see if it's enough damage, putting out a lot. The Ziggs and the NF.
Gak bisa anjir, gila itu.
Falls in the Ari, not able to take it. Chaos goes down in 3rd place.
80 Sona popping off.
Yeah.
The sniper's focus Infinity Edge. It got to the end and just pop. Take her out.
Well, Solus really was able to actually clutch us out. Getting a top 2 from this position. He was looking like he could have flamed out pretty early.
Anjing dijagain.
So many of those close moments. Camped in the item just to jack it from him.
Zig.
Alright, Phoenix looking to potentially make a victory lap. 10 win streak up to this point in time. Not exactly sure what Solus can
Dijagain
do.
gitu. Bukan jahil, itu namanya psychological war, guys.
You're right.
I think that's what he
Sometimes we just take those.
Kalau direbut item lain kan bisa mengubah itu.
There's a lot of games that you play where you just realize, hey, my board is capped. This is as good as it's gonna get, and it's not good enough, right? But you could definitely be really happy with the second. Phoenix played a risky line, was able to make it work out, and this is something that I think we're seeing more of as we get later in the tournament. People realizing they can't play conservative and win out these lobbies against so many skilled players.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phoenix will be thinking about
Anjing, Jazz-nya aktif semua anjir, lu lihat itu.
If I go out 8th here, I go 8th here, I need to push to 9, I need to hit that high roll. He'll be thinking about that for a very long time because he stabilized this into another first back-to-back. Wow. He's very likely to advance as long as he has a pretty consistent next game in Phoenix.
Warnanya kayak gitu.
Move on to our top 32.
We've said so many times across this tournament how there's this element of any given Sunday, anybody can break out, anybody can step into the light. We saw yesterday players like Flightsy who are not necessarily considered the favorite going into their lobby.
Anjir, mau Brofist dikacangin parah banget.
Not the first seed, not always giving credit, but he's making an opportunity for himself to truly break out.
Lemonaru ini kayaknya mirip.
Chatting it up on stage after. He was sitting right beside Solus, I believe, there on stage to kind of.
Gila, last stand ya. Iya, serem banget, serem.
A lot of fun. But Bill, it was great having you up here to talk about composing the music. Y'all have done incredible work. We're loving Remix Rumble. It's been so much fun to be able to play the new set.
Bahas salah Senji minum pan. Enggak deh.
And kind of find these unique combinations that are types of music that I would have never listened to otherwise.
Exactly, and that's the point of it all, right? Where it's just like you get to have fun a little.
Oh, gue dapat ini, dapat info dari TFT katanya. Gue disuruh nonton Vegas Countdown Reroll Game 1 jam 10 PMPT. Thanks for signing up watch program Day 1. Oh, gue sudah diterima. Untung gue udah diterima anjir. Twitch, YouTube, Spanish, Vietnamese, Polish. Drops, we have set up a let's roll emote for all watch party streaming. Oh, ada drops nih guys. Unfortunately YouTube bisa drop nih guys. Ada drop.
Dropped all the way down to 0 health while 1 with the last stand. And then this board kind of from some jank where he put together, you know, he sold the Zed and then tried to roll down and he had to kind of cobble together that Mosher board.
Sudah terdaftar aku guys ya menjadi watch party.
The big key moment that completely turned it around.
I think the fact that he was willing to say, I'm not going to roll, I'm going to read it out, because if I go 8th, it does not matter. I'm playing for first, I'm playing to advance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was the key moment. That was kind of the inflection point of the game. You know, when
semoga nggak copyright ya. Kalau ini ada copyright sih ya udah lah.
You know, it was losing that fight so badly that the last stand procced, I think, a lot earlier than he was hoping to have it happen. You know, I know.
Kemarin sih kalau iklan ya di Valorant ya biasa copyright.
Kalau ini kayak enggak deh.
This is one of the greatest strengths I think.
Jin full board udah gila.
They're so good at evaluating.
Dapat hidayah, nggak dapat telur dropnya beda.
What they can get away with, what they can't, when they need to roll, when they
Terus sekarang apa?
There's this element of spot recognition in TFT, right? Spends but doesn't break.
From the ashes. From the ashes. I love it.
Yeah, it's very true because I feel like he really like sort of like changes the board so much throughout the whole game, and I think we talked about this backstage where this is one thing that pro players are so different from us is that they're not afraid to sell. They will sell at any point in time that makes sense for them, and that's usually more often than what we would do.
And you can see now how close this lobby is actually getting. Phoenix out in first, 20 points, but Solus
ini ada jadwal
tied at 18 points.
My goodness.
We've got, you know,
sekarang jam 3.
Roy down at 14, Wedge
berarti
and G-Tongue pretty much out of it, you know, guaranteed not going to be able to move on, not going to actually catch up as far as those points are concerned, but the other players, you're in there.
Game 1, 2, 3, ini 3 ya, abisnya game 4, abis itu setengah jam break. Abisnya 1 game lagi.
Wow, look at that lot of position. He makes that slingshot all the way back to the first place. Going into the final game though, right, we're looking at players like Solus, Chaos, like Coco, who are all still in a position to maintain a top 2 position. For players like Coco, however, you really need that top 2 to even have a chance. And then on top of that, you have to hope
analisanya gila banget overlaynya ya.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's the big thing, right? I think that, you know, from Wet Jungler up, I think they're still live, but it's going to require a lot of good circumstances for a player like Wet Jungler at 13 points to squeak into that top 2.
And I think it gets so interesting when you're coming into these final games because the way that you play the lobby changes drastically based on the other people that are close to you in the points are doing, right? So if your opponent is having a really strong board, is looking like they might actually pass the points, you've got to
isinya ada berapa anjir?
They're going to cap out higher.
Ini keren banget sih kalau kita bisa buat kayak gini turni, ya nggak sih? Jadi kita sewa lapan PC per meja.
And change the way that they want to play. And for these people that are the top dogs that are close to actually winning out, people sometimes are trying to like
Ih, keren banget.
and congest them and
Suatu
people
saat
like
kita
that,
kayak gitu
you
nggak
know,
sih?
stop them from
Ntar gue
finishing
buat
so
turni
highly. So,
TFT,
there's so much strategy
tapi
that goes into
online.
these final games,
Yang
and
jangan kayak gini
Alex
guys.
actually see how it actually changes and evolves.
Alright, well that I
Gak
wanna
panas
thank Bill
tuh.
for coming on and sharing
Enggak lah.
insights
Thank you.
for the music
Nggak
in this
mungkin
set.
lah,
It
ini
was
kan
very enlightening, and
hall.
Zale and I were sitting here just like, wait, that's how that works.
I know.
Mungkin hallnya banyak kali ya. Ini ada station tuh. Satu station berapa? 13, 12, 14, 15. 5, 12 PC.
We're gonna go to a short break, but TFT Vegas
Oh,
Open will
short
continue
break,
after
short
this.
break. Takut copyright. Nah, biasanya kayak gini copyright. Wow, wow. Gimana? 512 PC, bayangin. Pindah lobby channel Twitch lain. Cuma 3 menit kok. Nah, ini biasanya copyright nih. Tertarik main The Finals kayak pun. Enggak dulu. Gokil, TFT. Magic Chess kayak begini nggak turninya? 512 PC. Hah? Cih. Channel GG tuh posisi 1 mulu. Kita tiru ya nih ya. Kita tiru ya. Turni rank iron, wah susah di sini. Smurfing susah banget sih. Kan pakai HP mainnya. Kan ada emulator. Dan jadi nggak pernah ada turni resmi tuh. Sih? Tidak dipeduliin. Kamu tuh diperas doang itu. Mendingan main MOBA-nya aja sekalian. Selamat pagi. Gue hardstack gold. Gue juga hardstack plat. Hari ini aja lagi wangi. Entah kenapa anjir. Kalau gue masuk emerald kayaknya gue mulai agak sedikit pensi. Lu cuma mau ikut turni, nggak mau. Tapi gue mau ngebuat turninya. Gue suka buat community competition kayak gini. Tapi gue nggak mau. Gue cuma suka ngeliat orang jago main. Gue menikmati orang jago main, pro play. Cuman gue enggak sih. Ada ya decent skill tapi enggak. Phoenix parah sampai sesak napas. Sabar banget dia nyampe fast 9. Gue juga tadi kayak gitu kan, fast 9. Anjay. Atau kan fast 8. 8 ke 8. Dari sana mereka udah siapin monitor, headset, mouse, ya ada sponsor ya HyperX di sini. Ada meja juga Secret Lab selalu ada sih. Valorant kan juga gitu sama Secret Lab ya. Mereka tinggal bawa jaket dan bawa otak aja guys ya. Dang. Pindahan dari The Jaya Esport. Terus ngapain dia? Abis update patch bener-bener ngebul. Ya dari pertama juga udah selalu ngebul ya. Fast 8 atau Fast 8. Nah, kalau Fast 8 berarti lu juara 8. 8 itu ke 8. Bang udah 4 biji, nanti boleh gue cek. Masa 4 biji doang is? Kan live streamingnya banyak. Cicil aja, hapus aja langsung shoot kalimatnya. Bagian ambigusnya. Shoot, hapus. Coba gue cek. Cicil aja, cicil. Weh. Anjir, Kane. Cosplay. The Trickster. Nggak ada yang jadi geragas ya cosplaynya ya, pasti banyak yang foto sih. Siapa tuh? Gede banget. Ih, nggak ada poro, nggak asik. Kenapa nggak ada poro ya? Ya kayak gitu is, Ini yang kayak di Lethal Company gua udah nggak ada kan? Nah ya kayak gitu. Thanks. Gua nyari boneka Poro sih, tapi gimana caranya ya? Nggak pernah nemu gua boneka Poro. DJ Sona cosplay. Pengu itu. Oh itu Pengu. Ya ampun gua nggak ngeliat kayak topi Meksiko anjir. Kita mau denger dia.
day. But listen, it's hard to advance from here. You can't expect everyone to make it.
Ini ada bonekanya guys.
For sure, but I want
Si
to take a
kodok.
look around the entire venue, take a look at some of these other lobbies that we can, and look for those standings and see exactly, you know,
The
where some of
topi,
these players have
merchandise.
been, who is
Siapa
looking
yang mau
good,
merchandise
advancing.
TFT?
As we take a look here, Farmers staying on top.
X the Farmers, the Farmer X, and Wolf TFT Hyrule. Here we go. AG, Sean, Ian, Yen, Tex, Ego Waffle, Ego Waffle. Kalau ada Umbra mungkin gua beli itu bonekanya. Cosplay Pengu ya.
Flancy running all the way back. He was at the bottom.
Flancy, oh ini poin-poinnya.
We see a second and a first for Flancy, one of the favorites of the tournament.
Flancy, Mojo, Kaito Kite, Zuyan, Kesoju. Saya mana ini? Itu Cina ya? CN Cina ya? Soju, Milk Guy, Stay Alive, TFT 545 TFT.
Could even still find an upset at 14 if he finds a first or a second.
Gue yakin nih semua orang jago-jago ya. Yang mana yang jago guys? Soju, Soju. Kenapa orang belakangnya sudah TFT-nya sih? Jazz Latte. Ini 4 besar diambil semua atau gimana? Anjir itu yang juara bawah gimana? No chance tuh.
Yeah, AKA Wonder, I know, is one of the players that Meg specifically, I think, had her eyes on to do really well in this competition.
Aduh, mau dong jaket TFT.
She also got an interview buff where, like, right after, like, I think she talked to him, went first.
Mau dong. Ada jaket tuh.
Yeah, exactly. Love to see that coming out of AKA Wonder.
Ya, tim e-sport juga nggak tahu. Gue nggak ngeliat. Ini nggak mungkin ada tim e-sport, kan solo play. Ada kah?
Had an interview with Panda and immediately hit a Lowy 3 in the very next game.
Gila orang-orang pengebul semua nih di sini, peminatnya sih gila banget sih. DSG apa lagi? Ada tim tapi solo dia ya. Gitu. Itu headset buat apa? Ya buat denger dong. Buat apa lagi headsetnya anjir? Enak ya kalau solo ya. Kalau lu juara kan duitnya buat lu sendiri. Lu nggak tim. Emang ada championship yang duo? Oh ya?
AKA Wonder, one of the biggest influencers and players coming out of Spain, and of course, I'm so happy you made the long travel to the TFT Vegas Open.
Anjir, dari Spanyol ke sini.
Right now, your position is a little bit scary. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm so hyped. I'm nervous. I just finished my game. I'm top 5 and top 3. I probably need 1 and 3rd or something last 2 games.
Anjir, yang diundang influencernya juga bukan main-main guys ya. Influencernya harus minim ranknya top 100 kali ya.
I don't really get nervous really easy, but at that moment I'm super happy being honest.
I'm so happy too. You're
Awas
doing
bang, ntar kena
fantastic
copyright.
work. Cheering for you. Is
Gila.
there any specific interaction
Gila.
that you had so
Orang
far
aku
at
anak
the
kesayangannya
TFT
Riot.
Open that you really enjoyed? Anything you want to share?
I mean, I met Mordok, which is always fine. He was so nice to me.
Kalau gua diundang sih gue yang jiper anjir.
I actually have so many interactions that I love. Meeting all the European players. For once, we are all together.
Kelihatannya nggak kayak
so
Spain.
that's super interesting. We usually fight against each other, so we are together right now.
Influencer dari saya baru Vietnam diundang.
Talking to each
Vietnam.
other, going together to eat dinner or something. It's pretty cool. I don't remember right now anything special, but
Passionate di e-sport nggak kok? Enggak sih gua. No. Gua sih enggak sih.
We don't really see
menikmati ya, tapi passion enggak sih, passion enggak sih.
I'll accept that answer too. Back to you guys.
Alright, that was an excellent interview. I mean, it did give the.
Gue kalau mau nonton yang Valorant juga bisa kok. Gue tinggal minta izin. PIC gue udah PIC-nya Indo yang ngurusin Riot guys. Kalau misalkan amit-amit kenapa-napa ke takedown nih, gue lapor ke dia. Kemarin aja yang gue di copyright musik tuh gara-gara orang misterius tuh yang mengatasnamakan Riot diurusin. Sekarang udah bebas, makanya gue berani pakai musik Riot lagi nih. Gokil, itu kamera apa ya? Nggak ada bocil nih yang main, nggak ada ya? Game beginian nggak ada yang di bawah umur 18 tahun gitu, nggak ada ya kah? Tapi ini nggak butuh anak-anak muda sih untuk e-sport begini, ya nggak sih? Lu masih umur 30 mungkin masih bisa diterima kali. Oh, itu pialanya sih. Nah, udah mulai nih. Mulai nih, Phoenix nih. Masih fokus sekolah, main beginian nanti ngebul ya. Gila sih, ini latihannya sih round of 32. Oke, udah mulai. Nggak bisa sih ini. Selamat datang di round berikutnya. Wih, bisa diputer. Atau emang gitu?
Yeah, people like it, and the thing to watch out with Silver Symphony is going to be the recombobulators, because while it's not always a good take, because the 5 costs are so good on this set, if you do hit an early 4 cost on 3-2, have the option, a lot of times it can be worth just going for and seeing if you hit one of the stronger ones.
Even yesterday, I remember we saw Chaos take that recombobulator and then be able to make a strong board.
Ngambil item aja gesit banget ya.
I mean, it's interesting because we've seen some really good ones, and we've also seen some ones that have completely tanked the game. Right?
Langsung pergi orangnya guys ya. Round 1-3 langsung cek kanan kiri, intipin semua. Anjing. Seram. Arena fragile.
Is there a strategy
2 juta juga ini kan?
when you might pick it? Like if for some, I'm not a
ngambil scuttle paddle ya. Ada pemikiran pro player mah nggak usah ditanyain guys ya. Bedanya.
Can you see that?
Let's see.
When people actually
Kapan
take
dia
that
ambil?
augment and maybe go later?
Yeah, so one of the big things with recombobulators is you have very
pindah-pindahin ya buat fidgeting ya, biar
more reasonable to pick because you know that hey, I can use the removers and I can put it where these items need to be.
Pindahin dong.
The other thing is if you have an upgraded 3 cost on 3-2, it's a bit of a high roll to hit that, but if you do an upgraded 4 cost instead, it's a massive increase in power, and that can be a way to go about it. The other thing is maybe you have a medley of 4 costs that you picked up early in the game and you're going to get multiple 5 cost units. That's another way that you can continue to spike the board, and those are when you'll kind of consider it, but not before you. If you've locked in on a strategy, you probably don't want to recombobulate.
Yeah, absolutely, you don't want to, and if you just happen to kind of like high roll into some early 4 costs, things like that, right? Like
kalau gua akan ambil Indomitable Will.
your bench towards that recombobulate.
Gua mah yang defense aja. Evelyn situ, Kisante direbut tuh 2 situ. Langsung diambil hard steel Kisante. Oke, kita belajar ya.
Kisante, but on top of that also takes Silver Spoon. Chaos leading into this
apapun yang terjadi ya, hard steel gaming ya, fast 9. Gokil. Augmentnya kita lihat. Ambil apa aja mereka sih kalau pro player ini di silver. Tadi silver ya. Kayak gue tadi nih Jejavu nih langsung level 5. Dihabisin anjir. Gak tau, mungkin apapun kali ya. Dia gak peduli sih. Oh, dia udah pakai Silver Spoon, dapat 10 HP langsung naik level dia. Bener-bener maunya fast 9 banget ini. Silver Spoon. Gue meremehkan augment ini, tetap kalah anjing. Dipentung Wukong anjir. Ini Blistering Strike, ini yang ngebul nih, dipetok ngebul Kisante direbut semua orang ya. Jadiin 8 gitu dong biar bisa ngeliat. Tetep kalah, nggak peduli. Emang tujuannya kan kalah ya.
Really helps you cap out on level 8 because if you're able to play around Even Shroud instead of playing Last Whisper, it not only allows you to still play backline units
direbut
like
6 juta orang,
but it allows you to keep the outs open of playing those melee carries like Riven and Zed that
Disco.
we've seen do really well.
I feel like we also haven't seen a whole lot of AD carries that the Last Whispers kind of like
Gila sih,
fit
pro,
for. It's
cuman
like,
pro
it feels
scene ini
very
doang yang
inflexible
penuh
when you look
dengan
at maybe some of the
pergacaan
carries that
anjir.
might want that, but you leave
Agak
yourself really
sedikit
open if you
serem
use
sih
those
emang
components
kadang
for
ya.
something else.
Kayak probabilitasnya tuh banyak banget cuy. Dia ngambil silver spoon juga cuy. Berapa orang ngambil silver spoon?
Because they haven't been popping up as frequently, we actually thought they'd be a lot more impactful than I think they have been across this tournament. CLS priority. Wow, what a close fight between these two.
Close.
That is really close.
Jir, semuanya ambil silver spoon. Oke, next time kita ambil silver spoon juga ya. Pokoknya Kisante silver spoon. Udah ada heartsteel ya. Rapid fire, true damage. Meninggal. Only true damage. Oke, wow. Nashor.
Senna online. 4 Sennas, but unfortunately in this position.
Anjir, serem banget Senna ya. Kita harus lihat Senna ini sih. Kenapa pada laku banget Senna ini? Sih. Ada true damage sih. Belum ada true damage.
Looking at those items though, we were saying even just in the first 2 games, Precedent was really leaning towards trying to find that Ahri in the late game, and so I wonder if is this another
anjing, mereka pakai begitu ya, double gitu ya.
Trying to look for that Ahri or that AP carry, and is he actually going to be able to get there?
I mean, it's going to be really interesting. We're already on 4 Sennas super early. If you find 1 or 2 more in these next couple stages, maybe you actually just commit to a reroll and say, you know what, screw it. I'm already out. Let's just play really high tempo. Let's just try to cap out really early and see if we can actually punish.
Kita lihat dia rebutannya ya. Ini Augment nih. Silver spoonnya cuma 1 sih. Itu blistering strike, itu copy laser, itu buat ngedrop kalau ngebunuh. Apaan gitu ya? Itu XP juga kayaknya. Phoenixa itu Augment apa guys? XP itu kah? Augment apa itu?
Chaos opts to take the bow here. So
Kenin, Kisante.
It's possible that he does lean into something like Runans, which has a lot of power up front, and then can actually be flexed on level 8 when you're playing some of these different frontline and backline AD carries like Zed, as well as.
Gue main gak ada tamu yang datang ke arena gue, tapi ini rame banget tamu. Lah ada lah, pasti ada dong. XP kalau menang. Jadi kalau silver emang lebih fokus ke sana ya. Tapi kayak blistering strike juga bagus sih. Yang kartu ini apa nih? Yang punya si ini nih sebelah nih, M8 nih.
Interesting. So has the spark down, which is
yang kartu-kartu itu.
AP line, but it's something that I don't really see much of because generally people who are playing AP want to push 9 and eventually get Ziggs, and Ziggs has that shred on it.
Dua
so it
HOJ
like
sama
AP line, but also not as Ziggs line, so it's almost like Ahri.
Item dari mana itu?
Only like you don't really want it with Karthus Akali, so you're kind of just playing like KDA Ahri, and that's almost the only line I really see people build Spark.
Langsung dead, Evelyn-nya dead.
Spark is a very good early game item. The fact that it gives you more damage, right? So having that Evelyn in the front line applying the damage, applying the shred for herself, she becomes an absolute monster. And so really it's why Jungler's saying, okay, I want to keep this win streak as long as possible, so I'm going to utilize these components in order to do so, and we might even see him pivot out of AP and just be kind of down an item, but the economy that he gains from the win streak is worth it in the long run.
Yeah, I mean if you can go on a full win streak, I think.
Gila, udah ada berapa Evelyn dan Kisante yang diambil anjir. 2 headliner Evelyn diambil.
You know, unless you're in such a dominant position where you feel like you can kind of lock yourself in.
Unfortunately loses the last
Gila.
round, right? So
cuman di sini isinya away semua orangnya.
Especially because he lost to Le Coco, one of the other bubble players who's competing with Wet Jungler for those top 2 spots.
We are now joined again by Mortdog. Welcome back.
Hello again.
Hey, buddy.
Oh wow.
How you doing?
Anjing nggak ditaruh di panel KDA-nya, kenapa nih?
Now I'm back here, so seeing how game 4 goes here.
Trompet crit. Oh, gila ini Senanya. Oh no, ini kuat banget sih.
Who is certainly trying to play spoiler here, and the Senna 2 a little bit too strong.
Yeah, he's got 6 of them.
He also got double gold from the Bard, which actually, like, it's nice to get the economy, but it does a lot less as far as the combat power on that proc, right? So it could have made a difference because he had a Bard too there. That
they main 8-bit nih.
1% chance, right?
Yeah, but it's slower, but it also will still send another note after. That's the thing with Tip is it gives you a gold, and then it sends a new note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's slower though. But.
It is slower. It's always interesting too, 'cause when you play a lot of Bard, especially in the late game when the heal comes out, you're actually disappointed. You're like, I need
use what damage.
Yeah.
You're really finding the rapid fire variation,
Di
not the
teratas
hard
nggak
steal.
ada yang
On
ngepang.
5 loss,
Nggak ada, semuanya ngekesantai.
Stage 3 and not take too much damage, but probably not the exact hit you want to find when you have the AP leaning items on your bench right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Yone, but again, he didn't find the heartsteel thing, and I don't think you really want to lose much anymore.
Itu yang saya dari mana? Chaos. Tahu tuh dari mana?
Second lowest is 85.
Muka-mukanya sih kayaknya apa? Kamboja.
And he's gonna have to find some way to stabilize. I always feel like these when you take these early 5 losses and you're really getting blasted every single round, especially in a lobby like this where we had
Anjir, lu streak udah 63 anjir.
So on and so forth. You take so much damage, and then it becomes a really difficult decision on how you're going to play it out from here. Because it's like, okay, do I try to go 6 and roll a little bit and stabilize? How much money do I spend? Because if you overspend, then you lost all the advantage of going 5 loss.
Left Sena in pool 12 tuh, yang kayak gini guys, enak nih.
Because if you're rolling on 6,
cuma 20 ya? 20 doang loh. Rarity 2 20.
That's a lot of what stage 3 is. But when you already have the Aphelios headliner and you want to play around it, you're probably not selling it.
Pro player pun tidak ada, everything goes on. Kalau yang punya gue langsung fans sama dia.
Exactly, it's like, you talked about playing
Dede 2 suji.
But like when obviously he's not gonna get it in this game. But when you natural
ini Annie versi teenager.
I think it's at that point it's worth actually committing to it. Yeah, the items are good. It is
20 ya, gue kira.
Populator, Chaos. One more time, Keith. Come on.
There's a couple of them all around here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Is that Wet Jungler?
One's re-rolled. Chaos still has it.
I think Chaos might take it.
Mulai kemana ya? Silver Veil.
Rolled the other 2.
Looks like he's hovering item grab bag.
Silver Veil.
Let us see it, Chaos. Once again, give us the recon bomb.
Did he do it? He did it.
He did it. For the fans, Chaos.
Let's see it.
Apaan itu?
What'd he get? There's a Jhin and an Ezreal, so he's got big shot online.
Yeah, he's
still a little underwhelming. You don't really want to play Jhin at this point in the game.
Come on, Mort. What are you doing?
I feel like if you had a Shojin, the Jhin would actually be okay at this point in the game with how slow combat is.
That's
Jhin dari mana?
And the fact that you have 4 big shot is pretty powerful here. But yeah, otherwise the fact that you're still playing on Corki, you've got these pantheons of all things. So
yeah, and I mean, I always feel like 4 big shot feels kind of underwhelming because I end up anytime I create these sorts of boards, my front line ends up being too weak.
Itu Jhin dari mana?
It's really hard. I feels like to fit the 4 big shot, things like Kai'Sa and stuff don't really give me a lot of value. So I expect him to start to pivot out of it. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't just play the Blitz and the Garen and play 2 big shot. But obviously it didn't work out for this round.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I also think that one of the biggest weaknesses of Jhin in this early game, even though the rounds are long, like Mort was saying, a lot of times you want to hold things on your bench. Like you're trying to put together comps, you're holding pairs, you don't have enough room, and you can't afford to sell them to get more power during the round. So it ends up making Jhin a lot weaker because he can't hit his ceiling.
Get the most cursed combo of an early Jhin recombob with Cluttered Mind.
Semua yang di board dinaikin 1 tier.
44 health by the way at 3-3
Semua yang di board dinaikin 1 tier, jadi ungu jadi kuning gitu.
Look at the rolls by the way. He spent 4 gold on rolls. Rolled twice, Senna 3 and 3-3.
You look at his face right now, you know what's going through his head? Where was this game won?
And itu Rarity Silver.
That's what's going through his head right now. He's like, this is a great spot to be in, but it's too late.
Ngejual semua hero, abis itu gacain hero jadi naik 1 tier. Berarti lo harus ada hero warna ungu dulu dong sebelum punya itu.
There is, I believe, a gap between the top 4 and bot 4 of each lobby in terms of the prizing there. So he may not be able to play for actual position later on in the tournament, but he's able to play for position in terms of prize pool.
Yeah, so I guess you still want to see this spot, and there's the Jhin actually gets taken down, but I guess Chaos' Recombob board wasn't enough to find a win here in this fight.
Well, and Impressive does have that 3-star Senna, but he also has things like a 1-star Kennen, and his front line is nothing, right? So as the rest of the board starts to upgrade, I think he's going to get a lot stronger. I'm kind of curious on what all of your take is. From this position, should he commit to rolling a bit more and trying to get that stronger front line?
2 ambil vampir, 3 ambil vampirism, 1 nge-reroll, 1 kalau drop orb, heal orb. Ini yang itu apa tuh? DSG Presti Fenty ngambil apa tuh? Sama tuh sama si Phoenix tuh.
I think
Gue
you
nggak
have
tahu,
to
gue nggak
kind
pernah
of
ngambil yang begituan Augmennya
you
aja.
know, recognize the fact that you shouldn't have hit that Senna without rolling as much as you
Ya
did.
apapun yang
and
dapat
expect to roll
rarity
a little bit more. Your
kuning
options here are either to go 7, roll really
bagus nggak sih?
deep, or roll more on 6 now.
Round 3
I think
anjir
the big
belum
thing here is
masuk
you have to
mid
look
game,
at the
baru
health,
mau mid
right?
game
It's
cuy.
like if you were in trouble, then I think you maybe
Oh.
rolled down. But the fact that you have this much health, worst case scenario, you lose 5 rounds in a row.
Misalnya
so
nih
you come
board
back
ada
up
tier
and push
4,
forward to find
bintang
things
2
like
di
Echo
board lu
later,
tuh
you
waktu
build
di
that front
recombo
line
jadi
later,
bintang
and then
2
you're so strong at
tier
that
5.
point, you should be fine. So I think here with this board, you kind of level,
juga.
you hopefully see an Echo in your shop, and then you build
Dan
that
itu
around the front line around that.
Augment
I agree with
silver.
Mark. I think you need to push levels. I think the early tanks are not going to be
Berarti dia
what
tadi
you want
udah ada
anyway. So what you're rolling to
yang
upgrade Cannon
cost
and
4
Lilia,
tuh.
when I don't think you want to play Superfan in this game. So instead you'll just then level the 7 and sell them
Nico
and then
juga
try and
pakai
get something
Adventure
else.
tuh
It
ya
just doesn't
buat
make
shred.
a lot of sense. You want to make the
Shred
board
penting sih.
Lilia when I can go 9.
Yang big shot nih.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Want to remind everybody that Solus and
Kuat
Chaos
banget Jinnya, anjir.
are tied for second in the lobby right now, 18 points apiece. So as we continue
Kalau
on this game,
udah
we'll see
ada
how
4
they match
kos
up against each other.
bintang 2 auto jadi 5 kos
beat the other
bintang
person
2.
and not let whoever else is in that bubble win the game.
And Chaos is still sitting on this 4 big shot. It's working out pretty well for him. Has down on the RE, so he texts that in. Did hit that headliner Nico, so it gives him KDA alongside that 4 big shot. Has the even shroud slam down, so a pretty darn powerful board at this point. Still sitting on 40 gold as well.
Yeah, that's one of the powerful things about Recombobulator in this set is that you take like your 2-cost
Dia masih ngomongin Recombobulator.
and then you're back open for another headliner. So you almost got like the full value
Tapi
out
timnya
of it.
jadi
And that's
random
why
semua
I think
ya.
this
Tapi
argument
kok
has gone up in popularity quite a bit.
tapi bisa pas gitu ya. Ada Big Shot, ada Ezreal, ada Ahri. Atau emang dia dapat tadi? Dia bisa aktif anjir.
I feel like there's a large amount of games where it feels like people hit things that work together.
Nope, it is literally.
Berarti ini hoki orang nih, si Chaos.
So, I mean, that's one of the fun things about confirmation bias, right? But yeah, no, it literally
Anjir,
is full
segitu
random.
hokinya.
It just draws a number
Dapat
1 through 13,
4 big
picks
shot.
that unit and says, here you go, here's your new one. So, but sometimes it
Anjir.
works out, and like you said, you get the things that just
complain.
Curang, itu bukan prepare anjir, itu gacha cuy.
Click it, it's the least synergistic units that you could possibly put on a board.
That's why I don't click it.
Ya Roy udah mau
think I'm gonna get unlucky.
Anjir,
10
lustrik. Mukanya sih udah mukanya sih udah kayak muka gua kemarin itu. Itu pusing guys, ini orang pusing banget cuy. 10 lustrik cuy di championship dan dia nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain cuy. Dia bentar lagi rungkat anjir. Dia fast 8.
Tech Superfan in. That's what you do. You tech
Samira.
All of a sudden, Yoroi fixes his board, gets those items off the Samira, is able to.
But he has no Samira items.
Fast 8.
Right, I was gonna say because Samira
that's less good.
Gila udah pada level 8 anjir round 4.
Grief Samira.
Yeah,
She doesn't have time. It's like
yeah.
So I'm glad we got that off there. But to Azale's point, where are the
Headliner
gloves?
Zach.
We need something else here.
All right, I want to pop them off and then you put them back on.
Bener-bener jadi apa ini? Oh my god! Wow, wow,
We
wow.
talked before about the strength of playing frontline, backline. Right, when you play front to back and you have 4 big shot, all of a sudden, yeah, find.
Jinnya nggak bisa keluar dong. Oh, tetap dikasih 4 ya.
We're talking about the unitemized Jin may not do a ton, but when you have this much time, he is going to be able to ramp up, and with the 4 big shot AD, deal a lot of damage.
I mean, he's level 8 now. He's on a 7 streak. He's going to be able to win this one as well. So keeping that streak alive at 8.
Gara-gara Jin doang loh.
Actually get it, I think, in this lobby. Preston 8 now as well.
Paling bawah fast banget
he's in
loh
a really
ternyata.
good spot.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about the 4 big shot in the
Sojin, Samira, Guinso. Oh, silver lagi. Oh, silver veil. Wah, ini 2 favorit augment gua ini.
And so that just puts him in a great situation. And it looked like points-wise, you were mentioning, Chaos and Solus kind of the top right now. Chaos on this 8-round win streak. Solus kind of crashing and burning a little bit, 47 health.
Well, Solus just rolled 0 on 8, so he just went 8, rolled down. I want to see his board and see what kind of position he's getting himself in. As we're watching Coco trying to remake his board, does hit that Zed headliner, and has a lot of crowd divers there. Was that a crowd diver +1 on the headliner? Did anyone catch that?
I think it's EDM because he's
Rabadon,
Mord. It's interesting because EDM is definitely one of the traits if you look around this.
Dragon Claw-nya nggak dijadiin loh. Oh jadi. Oh jadi.
Yeah, I saw a Lux roll in one game. 3-star Lux EDM, but that was about it.
They probably got like.
So EDM Z ngapain dia?
I don't even think it was the top 4. It might have been 5th. Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was like around, yeah.
Samiranya sih apa adanya juga sih itu.
It's like I said, you take them off, you put them back on.
Put Superfan back in. One more time, run it back.
It still is. That's what the IE is.
Jin.
So again, the way Samira works is every auto, if she crits, her rating goes up. That gives her a bunch of attack speed. And then with the ult cast, based on the higher letter, you get more damage. So if you get up to S and then you cast that ult, it can wreck people.
Karena Silver Symphony jadi silver semua. Oh iya.
So you don't really get the full benefit.
Propnya jual headliner kayak enak bet. Iya langsung berubah. Nggak tahu headliner apa yang diambil. Mereka udah tahu efek dari setiap headliner yang ada sih. Kita kan biasanya cuma fokusnya ke sinergi doang ya. Oh dia kayak udah tahu, wah ini headliner ini butuh nih.
And in a lot of these situations, it means they're spending so much gold, so much itemization towards that carry, and then it's kind of surrounded by a bunch of garbage.
Kita lihat Akali sini. Akalinya mulai dari tengah loh ditaruhnya loh. Kenapa ya?
Yeah, that has been the big issue overall, and I think
AOJ, red buff, dead blade.
Frontliners to build the board because they're trying to save gold to make sure they can afford their headliner and hit the right one, and I think that's where we see a lot of players falter. And when we talk about those big misses, I feel like that's what's happening a lot of the time is.
Anjing, benar, tebel bet.
You see people roll deep. They don't have enough money to build a real board around it.
And Pressman now obviously has stabilized, improved that front line quite a lot.
Zetnya kita harus lihat sih.
He didn't spend a lot of gold to do it. He's on that 5 streak.
Win streak tuh.
Chaos streak. We have to look down to
Dan si Yaroy belum kalah-kalah loh. Wah ada Jin tuh.
We can see what
diambil.
Solus is on that right side, so he is playing that kind of crowd diver line. It looks like. Has Zed, has
dia punya Jinnya diambil.
The Ward and the Karthus, so pentakill, crowd diver.
The other big player I want to talk about is Phoenix. He has a lead, but he's not guaranteed by any.
Kok senanya tiba-tiba jadi kuat ya? Tadi kayak melihat biasa saja.
He's found this Ezreal, I'm assuming headliner with the upgrade, since Phoenix is also sitting at level 8. And those are fantastic items to stabilize around. It's just if he can find a good front line to go with it right now, playing with the super fans.
Yeah, one of the fascinating parts about this format where you go to top cut is that this final game, the players cannot actually build enough of a gap over each other to guarantee their spot in. So Phoenix, even though he was able to take first in that last game, still only 2 points up on Chaos and Solus. So definitely not out of the woods to have a strong finish.
This is one of these interesting decisions too, is because he hit the big shot +1 on the Ezreal headliner.
Big shot.
I always find it that pushes me towards
feeling. Kita lihat Ezreal runaan last wish for that blade. Super fan.
I actually have more success by just dropping both the other big shots, sitting on 2 big shots and adding it in, right? Because he's sitting on Kaisa 1.
Kapan sih Ezreal ituin panahnya? Kok kadang nggak keluar sih itunya? Ultinya?
You read my mind. I think this is a spot where 4 big shots is not the correct play. If you had a maybe it's worth it then. But having that extra front line, this is where you run those traits like 2 Bruiser and 2 Sentinel.
Terus case pertama sama kedua ngapain dia? In case skill satunya ya.
Extra armor and health that's given to your entire team is just so much
kita lihat Yaroy sini nih.
That's the way to go.
Win streak.
So that can really
wow.
the board a lot.
Samira Sojin, Guinso Infinity Edge. Super fan, gua nggak pernah lihat super fan Samira sih. Tactician Crown.
In stage 4 and early parts of stage 5, until people really
Executioner.
those strong legendary boards, having
ini gila sih
enough
disable
time
sih.
for your backline to ramp up is really going to be enough to win you a fight.
And this is really interesting. So, you know, decided
sama kayak Annie, skill ketiga baru mencari itu ya. Oke, saatnya kita buat Samira kayak gitu ya. Wah, ini Akali udah haram juga nih. Mati loh.
See if he can hold on for a few more rounds.
Holly is gonna fall, right?
He got 1 at least. He's holding on at least 1 more, but
mana
I don't
ini?
know that he's long for this world unless
Chaos malah.
But even then, I don't think it's stable enough that you're gonna win every fight for the next, you know, while to outlive anybody else.
People are gonna be 9 soon, right? You look at
Anjir, kagak ada damage.
Still on 50 gold, so you're gonna have people either really high forwards, and if you're not hitting your MF3 until stage 5, and later on you're still at 7.
Skill 3 Ezreal. Oh. Yang 2 ya, yang ngasih gelang. Skill 1 yang laser biasa.
The main players again that we're really looking at. And then there's Preston, right? But Phoenix with a 2-point lead, 30 speed, Lekoko 34, Chaos 34, Wet Jungler 46, Solus 47.
And Solus turned it around real hard that stage, playing around the Zed. Wanted to call out the augment choice, Silver Veil. giving that time just to
Edgelord,
ramp up a
Crowd
little
Diver
bit. That's a great choice with this Zed. Oftentimes Zed really struggles with getting CC'd. You feel like you have to build a Quicksilver. That's going to allow him to build, you have the BT, the Edge of Night, the Quicksilver, throw on like an IE or something like that, and that Zed's going to be crushing.
I find Silver Veil pretty weak as an early augment, but late, I find it really, really strong. And even just surprisingly, so much value I get from my frontliners, right? Because your frontliners don't get CC'd, they get that little bit of extra attack speed, something that allows them to get that spellcast off, which can really make all the difference.
Big opportunity for Solus to figure out what he wants to make for his third item on this Zed. We'll see. Is it going to be something like an IE? Yeah, it's looking like it. Yep,
absolutely.
Look at that.
IE Zed.
A lot of people do tend to play these crowd
Night.
divers and edgelords around the backloaded damage, and Zed certainly is capable of doing that. But when you can give them that front-loaded damage, it can really turn the fight around very quickly.
Udah di nerf terus dipakai ya, kita lihat nih.
So we'll see if it's going to be enough to keep him alive against Phoenix here, who has found that headliner Caitlyn. Casting out, pretty good positioning with the MF, and it's going to be enough to get him through another round here. And it's going to be Phoenix taking a pretty big hit. That's a 5-unit loss, so he is now potentially on 1 life here.
Langsung ente anjir dia.
Next loss is.
Si
and his board
Phoenix.
didn't look particularly strong.
Nggak ada yang tahu anjir TFT gini anjir.
He's broke. His board doesn't feel that strong. It's very
8
tough.
bit
He's in
di buff,
the best
iya.
position to make it in, right? He's got the
High
highest
score
score, but
dikurangin.
a bottom 4 is not safe at all, and an 8th would be
Jin.
probably not in. If
Yeah, I mean, that would be catastrophic, right? Because G-Tung was looking like he was just going to go out and kind of protect you from that.
Anjir udah 9.
But in this case, now, Phoenix is
Anjir
going
udah
to be
9.
nervous, especially if he goes up against some of these super strong players. Prestovent finally did lose and dropped that.
Senanya nggak mau dijual.
Considering what he wanted to do now.
It feels like the theme of this lobby is we keep seeing these amazing carries, right? We're seeing these MF3s, some Mira 3s, the Caitlyn 2s, the Ezreal 2s, but we're seeing almost no frontline, right? No one's choosing to take a headliner frontline. We're not seeing many 2-stars like that's a Nico, which is okay. So not a lot of investment in frontline, which is turning these fights into like, if it goes wrong very quickly.
Now your Roy might go down, but there's the stun.
Oh my goodness.
Vex saving the day with that cast there, the timing after everything else had fallen.
Clutch facts.
Phoenix in chaos right now. 8 loss streak, 6 loss
Phoenix
streak,
lost
looking
again.
really rough.
2 HP. Yeah, he could very easily be 8th, and then all of a sudden it goes from, you know, him being so happy after that last one where you think you're out for sure, you're going to be moving on to, hey, he's facing down elimination and he doesn't have any gold. There's not really anything for him to pivot towards. He did get that Sona 2, but is it going to make a difference from this spot?
So, hot take here. Sona 2 without a Ginsu's is a waste of 10 gold. That was a chance where, again, this could be more frontline. What is the Sona? Like, she's providing traits, but you're not even really benefiting because you don't have something like Jazin. It's just a really rough situation here.
Do you think there's any world in which, you know, you should be,
Ini
selling
Sonanya nggak bisa
one
ngapa-ngapain.
Ari, second Ari, putting at least a Nash or something on it? I mean, Sona's gonna die without even
Mati.
casting.
Yep.
Chaos and Phoenix right here. Very important fight for the both of them. Let's see how that turns out as we take a look now at Yaroi and G-Tung.
Phoenix is definitely dead. Yorroy's going to go down as well, but did Phoenix end up in 7th? Or will it be 8th? It looks like it's 7th because Yoroi took a big loss. He lands, but a 7th, maybe that saves him if Chaos falls very soon as well, right? Because this is going to be 22 points. Chaos needs to find 4.
I'm not sure
Anjir,
that it does, to be
udah
honest.
juara
We
langsung
have a lot
ente
of those
anjir
players
di round
at the
berikutnya.
top and ish of the points, right? Players like Wet Jungler,
Si Phoenix,
like Coco.
gila. Lo nggak ada yang tahu sih di sini kayak gimana.
See it when they come back on. So yeah, you're right. This might actually spell disaster for Phoenix.
Tujuh hero bisa klik E sambil arahin kursornya.
Can mean you're going home, right? 1/7,
Klik
1/8. And sometimes that is going to be the difference. So you need to eke out every single placement you can get.
Kita lihat Jitang mau Jazz 4 nih.
For example, a player like Prestovent who got that 8th early, that 7th early, it's kind of like, okay, you've made your peace and now you have to play 2 more games. But for a player like Phoenix where it's like, I did so well and then to crash at the end, that's going to be really heartbreaking, right? You're like, all I had to do was go like 5th and I would have been fine.
Surprisingly,
to rough it, you know, it's like that's
gila
when the
ya.
pressure builds and you start making some maybe not ideal
Win streak
decisions
loh.
because you're just like, I'm in my own head.
Sekuat itu kah?
So it's wide open for Solus now at 18 points. He's at the top of the lobby in HP. He's win
Nggak
streaking.
bisa
His board
di
actually looks
crowd
good. You're talking about
control
no one
juga
having
sini
front line.
Zetnya.
This front line is actually pretty solid. He's got the Sentinel in, the Mordekaiser too. The Edgelords are actually relatively beefy, so they can kind of buy a lot of time for this Zed. And overall, he just does a lot of damage. So Solus being able to continue to put that together, and then we have to start looking towards, you know, the Coco and Wet Jungler as potential ways to catch up because Chaos is really on death's door here.
I mean, the interesting thing about Solis' strategy in this game is he hit 8, he rolled to 0, stabilized, and then he's just decided, you know what, I'm staying 8 forever.
Yang udah di nerf.
He's gonna move out.
Senanya mana tadi?
Siapa yang pakai getting like that 4th or whatever, as Mort was talking about.
Banyak
so
shortcut.
he's not electing to actually go towards 9, but it's not like he's supposed to be on 3 or anything like that. He doesn't have any extra copies, so there's not really any room for his board to grow on 8.
I mean, interestingly enough, other than Precedent, everyone is 8, right? And I think pretty much every other lobby, especially at the start of this group, we were seeing the 9s on 5-2s, right? We were seeing a lot of that. This game, it was like, no, the pressure is high. Every point matters. And for some players like Solis, it worked out. For others like Phoenix, it kind of backfired.
Masih ada tuh Senanya tuh.
Big thing to look at now, Chaos falling in that last fight.
Senanya ditaruh depanan dikit.
Finding the Misfortune 3. Because of this, you know, we're really looking at Lakoko, who is at 15 points, Wet Jungler, who is at 13. Are there ways for them to squeeze into that top 2?
G-Tung last fight had a really strong matchup into those melee carries because of how much single target damage MF can provide.
Langsung hilang sama MF.
That's actually crazy. I thought for sure the early
Jess udah 4 ya?
Slowed down the MF so much. You did get that perfect chain into the backline. I thought that G-Tung was going to be toast. But 6 win streak now from 4 HP. He was looking like he was about to get the
Masih gila ya.
Like he was, you know, still stuck on 7. Everyone had been pushing up. But, you know, moving himself into that top 5, and who knows where he can go from here.
I'm kind of surprised the 3-star Misfortune made enough of a difference to just never lose another fight for 6 rounds, because the front line was still relatively soft, but the MF just having enough damage. I think the Jazz spat was the big difference, giving it so much extra HP to the board.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, and I also think the fact that no one went 9 in this lobby.
I mean, that's a big thing. And the other thing about MF is she's very front to back, right? If there's 2 tanks, she has a long time to get through them. But we keep talking about this is a lobby with not that much front line. As soon as she's on those backliners, they die very fast. Look at these items. This is Deathblade, IE, Giant Slayer. Like, if you hit a backliner, they're going to go pop.
I feel like that's pretty much the best slot of build for MF. I feel like you build heavy AD, so much damage when you're able to cast those spells. And as you're saying, more, we're not seeing anything like a 3-item Blitz 2 with a Bramble or whatever that's going to get stuck on.
Like, watch this fight, right? You're hitting a Mordekaiser with 1 item. Each ult is just going to wreck, right? So the Mordekaiser's already almost before the ult. Now you're already on the Akali. You're doing a ton of damage, and like everything
hilang. Anjir. Itu definisi Magnum, anjir.
Every ult is just like deleting easy wins. And it feels like that's what's going to be the fight arc. But like you said, a Blitz 2.
Cuy, itu Magnum anjir, itu Python killer.
Wet Jungler goes down, and all of a sudden
Belum berapa anjir damage-nya itu.
If G-Tung and Prestivan go
Bang, itu tempatnya Kide bisa diubah nggak? Enggak, kalau level 7 dia berubah sendiri.
Went 7th there, right? Where we said it may not have been enough, suddenly it actually could be.
Yeah, the biggest one right now is Lakoko to look at, right? Solis should be pretty much locked in with the top 4 here. 18 points.
Jazz
Major
4
competition have already bought
gila sih.
in this. But Lakoko was the one at 15. He was the one who was kind of a little bit outside looking in. And with Phoenix at 22 points, Lakoko now needs to find that second or better to even find the tie. But
tetap ada Lulu ya buat ganggu sih.
It's got to be a first for Lakoko. He's really got to be playing for that.
You can see the reposition there from G-Tung does actually swap his MF over to the opposite side of the
bed.
Tur. See if that can
hilang langsung, Katarina langsung loncat crowd diver anjir.
Not on the side of the MF.
Wah, ini Sena juga gila sih. Tapi tadi kalah Sena ya.
That pentakill board looks like is not. Oh, actually, wait a second. Is now on the backline of Prestivan.
Akali.
Not quite enough.
Oh.
Coco, does he live? No. He goes down.
Coco goes down.
Still a 4th though, because Wet Jungler also went down here, and so G-Tung, I mean, you know, obviously not going to make it on, but like definitely have a redeeming final game here at the very least, playing this MF on this 8-game win streak. Honestly, feeling still kind of like the strongest in the lobby with a comp that frankly we have not seen much of this tournament, right? Like, it's MF. I don't think it's been something I've seen all weekend, really.
It's funny because, you know, last patch we saw so much of this ramping damage dominate the meta. However, we're actually seeing, even with the changes to the Misfortune build, how
gimana dia cara bawa posisi hero-nya
very valuable, especially like you're saying, in these lobbies where we do not have a significant front line dominating the lobby.
Looking at this fight, Misfortune trying to punch through. G-Tung trying to stay alive, but finally running into a real front line. This is what Mort was talking about, right? You run into these big beefy tanks. We got this Poppy that MF still can't take down, and that's going to spell it for G-Tung. Prestivan has actually built such a strong board. That's just gonna do it.
Yeah, the big thing in that fight too is there was the Poppy, but there was also the Kiana generating those tank items that made even more fun to deal with. And again, that spells the
Nggak jebol anjir sama MF-nya.
to back carry. And if you can't get through the front, you're not going to touch the back and just
Blatterster.
So now we see Precedent versus Solus. For Solus, kind of a victory lap here for Precedent. Again, kind of going where was
Iya,
this game
2 anjir.
1-3, but
Ya,
overall, nothing too
tembok
crazy. At
berjalan
least
anjir.
Precedent can, you know, with his new DSG tag, can hold his head high. That's a hard one. So.
Kiana-nya
Alright, well,
menang
the
sih ini.
head-to-head, we see both the
Gila
board
ini.
Solus trying to punch
Kita udah
through
bisa
and
ngeliat
get
ya.
that first, but
Tidak ada, dia salah satunya orang yang punya tier 5 bintang 2.
Either. The Kiana 2, BT just got picked up as well, so he has that 3 items on that Kiana. It's going to be really tough to take
Kiana-nya
down.
sih udah haram nih
Does have the
pasti.
Edge of Night as well, and just going to be putting it over on that same side. So stealing these
dikasih
items
lawan sama
away
Zeta
from
Kiana-nya.
that
Wah, anjing dikasih item 2 biji langsung.
Weekend. Popping over onto his team.
Wah, dikasih blaster star Yoriknya.
So many stats, Mark called it out. We've talked about
Wah,
Kiana
hilang.
being, the best way to kind of cap out the board at the very top end because of all this extra value you get from either printing items or just loading them during a fight.
So, I don't know if you caught the player cams there, but you can see Solus, he's kind of relaxed a little bit.
Anjir,
He was calling out
udah
like,
pasti
I
win
got
ya.
this. So, again, even if he takes a second here, that's all he needed. He is in a great spot here, and to go from top 128 to top 32, that's a massive accomplishment. I expect to see a smile on his face.
Deja vu
Solus
tuh
has been
ngeliat
around
Kiana kayak
since
gitu
set
anjir.
1. He's been doing great. That's got to feel so good.
Absolutely, and I think he really recognized in this game, he was never going for first anyway when he stayed on 8 forever, right? Like, he was not close to Yone 3, it's not like he was rolling for anything in particular, he was just rolling to stabilize his board and see, okay, I just need to finish reasonably high and I'm moving on. He stayed on 8, he's able to make that happen. Precedent, great final game from him, as this should be the final fight here. Gonna be able to
Sumpah,
walk
Yoriknya
out
ada
of
2
this
blaster
tournament,
star,
as he
guys.
said, more with his head held high in first place in this final game, representing this guy as well. But Solus, he's gonna be going to the top 32.
Solus has to feel good. You know, it actually feels a little poetic, Mort. I'm sure you may even remember it. This is not the first time we've seen Solus play and pop off with the Zed Viego combination as well. Right?
That's true.
Solus,
Wow.
Yeah, the Summit makes its return. Solus, a staple in North
Nggak, bukan
America.
Senanya yang
You know
strong
what?
anjir.
People may
Itu
not
dia
always
udah
consider
level
Solus a
9
top
juga
15
cuy.
Player, but you can see it right now why I never doubted him. Solus, rank 1 in my heart, baby. Congratulations on moving on.
Yeay,
So big from Solus. I'm curious if
Dah,
we'll end up seeing
tidur
like
kepagian
Phoenix
guys
is
nonton
still
beginian
stuck
ya.
in. I think with everything else that happened, all the people that were
Udah menang nih dia berarti ya,
down,
masuk ke
7 was enough. It was really off the back of 2 first places, so such an impressive
top
performance from him.
berapa?
As well.
Keempat?
Oh my god! The final game, you're like not like this, but
Bangun udah guys, mau tidur guys.
That is happiness.
Udah
That
jam
is
5.
somebody who's just like on cloud 9 a little bit, just feeling really good. So.
And we've said it so many times that this is like the magic of LAN, right? We don't normally get the player cameras. We don't normally get to see everybody react live to how everything is going. And so
sisanya rungkat gitu.
Vegas that we get to see how all these players react.
Jumping into highlights here, you can see the players getting ready, anticipating what's going on here. Precedent we saw hitting that early Senna, that headliner that again has been the early game dominant preferred headliner. You get the Shojins, use the super fan, cast so much, doing the true damage here. Chaos playing around that Corki as well. We saw that Recombobulator giving him 4 big shot, giving him enough strength. Seth certainly in the mid game on this 7 win streak, turning it into an 8 there, feeling really good, really only being overshadowed by the Precedent here. And so Chaos made great work of that transitioning. And then G-Tung, who was in that really awkward position here. You can see him in 8th place here, level 7, kind of struggling, but made a great comeback with this misfortune. Got it all the way back up to a 3rd place, which is great. We see Lakoko here kind of getting wrecked. So,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, so few players can move on. We've already eliminated down the field an incredible amount. It started with
Oke guys,
players. We're moving on
udahan
to
dulu.
only 32
Gua
remaining.
mau istirahat. Nanti kita lihat. Mestinya nggak ada lagu yang copyright. Kalau nggak ada yang copyright, nanti kita nonton lagi pas gue streaming. Oke? Thank you semuanya yang udah nobar, seru-seru. Siapa tahu kalian bisa copy-copy dikit dia ya. Tahu mana yang kalian mau rebutin nih sekarang nih. Nah, ikutin aja pro player. Jangan sih, jangan diikutin, jadi inspirasi aja. Thank you guys. Ya, yang mau nonton langsung ke Twitch aja kalian. Siapa tahu ada yang mau nonton sampai jam 9 pagi. Nah, nonton di Twitch. Dah, bobo. Bye bye.
GG.
Massive. And Chaos
Tidur.
there. A fifth would have been a tie. A fourth would have been him and